So here we are today in a very strange configuration. Let's see if I can fix that by doing something along. How do I do this? This will be interesting. I'm going to resize Zoom a bit and get everyone fitting into a nice little configuration like that. I'll stick myself over here so I'm not in anybody's
Oh, I just got
way.
in.
You got in?
Hey!
Okay, now we're going to resize our video window down a little bit to fit that inside the box.
Yeah, I got in as well. Looks like it's back.
Nice.
Oh, on the browser.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we had a bit of trouble with the old D&D Beyond this morning, and that's been slightly irritating, but we seem to be getting there.
Oh, me too.
You're in?
Yeah.
Everyone's in.
I don't have to use my phone anymore.
You're in.
Well, trying to fit
It's
the
too early.
Frostmoor Crows in this window is proving to be tricky. We might have to live with a slightly less pretty window setup today. In fact, I have a cunning plan. I'll just turn this frame off. Don't tell anybody. There we go. Now it looks like it's supposed to be like that. Cool.
Yeah, that looks perfect.
Alright guys, so it's been a little while since we played Frostmoor Crows. We've played a few side quest adventures with some side characters, but now we're coming back to our main story with episode 57, I believe, of the
I think we've been hovering around...
We've been in the 50s for a long time.
Yeah, for at least 20 episodes.
Well, the last 3 episodes, or two or three episodes, have been non-canon Frostmoor Crows.
Oh, they're canon.
So, yeah, it's canon. It's just not crows. That's
canon adjacent.
Yeah, it's canon adjacent, or crows adjacent even.
Crows adjacent.
Yes.
So, but we're back, and we are in Dodenbar.
Still in Dodenbar.
Yeah. You've recently freed a dark elf. I'm sorry, not a dark elf. An high elf who is a member of the Black Guard, Usana, if you recall.
Oh yeah.
Just can't stay away from me.
She can't stay away from you. You know that there is a Black Guard ship off the coast of the Isle of Vanderhold, which is where you are. Dodenbar being in the center of that island. Up here in the Frostmoors, or the northern sky reaches beyond the Frostmoors, in fact, where it is very cold, and you are in this caldera at the top of this mountain in this mountain range. The bottom of it there is a huge orc and frost orc camp, and you've, with the help of your giant friend, might be a strong word, companion, whose name was Grimgar. You smashed most of the orcs in this camp without too much trouble, I think. And then you freed some prisoners, including Usana, who is now... well, here's the thing. If you're new to the Frostmoor Crows, in fact, almost anyone, because our first few episodes, we didn't stream them. And so when the players met Usana previously, it was their very first episode, and we were playing at the Dyson Fork restaurant, I think. And so they killed some of her companions, the Black Guards. They had good reasons, but that's not the point. I think there was about 100 small good reasons about this big, actually. In any case, she escaped. They let her go. And now they've found her in captivity amongst these frost orcs in Vanderhold and Dodenbar. Hello, feral artificer. That would be Avery, I believe, and Jordan. Welcome, guys. Thank you for coming.
Ooh.
Oh, I forgot we're streaming.
I don't know where I put my notes, but I can't even find the word Grimgar. All I can find is the name of that donkey.
The name of that donkey. What was the donkey's name?
True.
True.
Oh, right.
That was from our canon adjacent campaign.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Right.
Did you guys adopt another goat?
Donkey.
No, donkey.
Donkey.
A
And it was given
in
to
this
us.
case.
It's a good donkey.
Good donkey. Okay. Unlike the goat, which features famously in
Goliath.
one of Maria's amazing pictures, which I wish I could just pull up if we had a producer for our shows. But anyway, we don't, so you have to imagine it. Or you can check it out online on our Discord or our Facebook. Anyway, enough of that. Guys, you're in this camp. There is this massive spire hanging by chains above you, the shape of a spearhead, a massive, ridiculous, colossal spearhead that is kind of pointing down. Is it pointing down? Yeah, it's pointing down into the caldera. At the base of the caldera, in the center of this camp, there's this massive hole that you haven't really. Has anybody actually looked into this hole yet?
We've thrown things in it.
You've thrown
And
things in it.
a
Like,
orc
You've thrown
killed
orcs in
himself
it.
by diving into
yeah.
it. Up a gimbal
That's
challenge.
right.
Right, there was at
Designer.
least one orc that just dove in there. It's like, goodbye.
Yeah, now I know how to make orcs kill themselves. It's pretty easy.
Right.
Just go self-destruct. Verbal self-destruct.
Verbal self-destruct. Goodness, we had some conversations about the suggestion spell yesterday. I ran a very long campaign for Sunfall. Game.
No self-harm. Done.
Yeah. Okay. So, thusly, what particularly? What would you like to be doing right now? I'm
Well,
kind
the
of
fight-
thinking that you want
The big fight was over last, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, you've
And
cleaned
we
up
were
the
near.
orcs.
We were trying to escape.
So
Like
We-
I thought we were aiming towards the hole.
Now, at this point, Grimgar looks a little bit battered, and he
it looks
says,
very bad, I think.
he,
I have a job for Grimgar.
he goes down on one knee and begins to sit down. Oh.
Now's not the time for rest, my big friend.
He turns to you. Why are you so active, little one?
Just peppy. To give you a break from the fighting that we've been enduring, and other blackguard in range.
In hearing range or in
Yeah,
fighting range?
hearing range.
Up to you.
I like them not to be.
Okay, at this point, they're still in that prison barracks collecting themselves.
We funneled them out,
You funneled
and
them
they
out?
ran towards where the flaming tent was, and that's where I stayed back and ended up getting hit by an arrow that took me down.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Are you conscious right now?
Yeah,
We just save
I'm
everyone.
very, very poorly, but unconscious.
Okay, cool.
I
All
mean,
right.
very,
The guy that
very
shot you?
poorly.
Okay, well, the Blackguard individuals, there's only about 3 or 4 of them, if I recall, Usana and 2 lieutenants, I think it is.
Yep.
They are presently looking for all of their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going through the corpses of some of the lieutenants and things that you've already killed. They go into various other tents looking for shit. And Usana eventually comes out with a few bags and duffel bags and her weapons, her swords, a shield, and some of her armor. She's basically putting her plate armor back on what was, taken off her. Along with the other guards. So what would you like to be doing? Grimgar's sitting down, as I said.
I would like. Which direction is that boat? West.
No, it's not west. I think it is west. Yes.
Okay. So Grimgar, you've done almost more than enough in aiding us, but we'd like to give you a break from the fighting, and then you may return to your dwellings if you so choose. Could you please travel to the west and destroy a boat that's docked offshore?
Boat?
A vessel made of wood.
Why do this for you now?
I
What
thought we
is
had-
this boat to me? I do not like the ocean.
That's a good question. Well, you can throw rocks at it from the shore.
And if they survive and swim to shore, if they have magic,
If it seems too dangerous, by all means flee. Otherwise,
Grimgar
you can-
does not flee.
I don't want you to hurt yourself. Get hurt.
Is
Alright,
this a challenge, Moonbrook Elf?
A temporary retreat.
Temporary retreat.
Tactical. Clever. Honorable. No one ever says, look, you fled like a coward. They say, you retreated tactically.
You sound like a cloud giant amongst the ordning.
I'll take that. But would you you may choose to stay and fight them or retreat tactically, but if you could destroy that boat, that would be most helpful.
What does this achieve? For
It helps
Grimgar?
protect us.
Yeah, what's your game here, Gimbal?
When we're done
Yeah.
here, Josiah, they won't
Yeah.
have a way to chase us off the island.
I mean, I did say they would, save them. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess I...
but we are. But they said that after this is over, they're still going to keep hunting us. So we just cut out their legs.
Ah.
Then they can spend, and they're not going to die. They spend a couple of months trying to get a new boat, or they live along here and find peace in a simple life with, frozen toilets. I think it's
Will
win-win.
their boat not carry people?
Possibly. But they're blackguards.
What does
if they have our own
that
boat.
mean to me? These black guards mean nothing.
They are... Does anyone know what the blackguards actually do? Are they dishonorable?
They're just enforcers
yeah.
of
a totalitarian regime.
yeah, like the SS, right?
Right. They are Nazis.
A fridge falls from the sky, landing firmly upon Gimbal, squashing him.
They are... I don't know that much about them. It won't help you so much, Grimgar. It's not so much for your benefit, really. It's just for ours.
Yeah, I mean,
Then
For our
why?
safety?
probably
As a
need to-
thank you for the cup.
I have already paid you in kind. For
But this is
these
helping. Wait.
things.
Did he? Guys, did he give us something before?
You have taken my hospitality for long
yes.
enough. By rights, I
Fine.
should have destroyed you days ago.
Here I thought we were bros.
You have pillaged the tombs of my ancestors and brought me nothing.
No, we respectfully left the... We respectfully did it. In fact, we cleaned it. I think you'll find. We killed that monster that was nesting in there, and we got you your cup. We were very respectful. We held back from our petty theft.
Then I ask you one
Yeah,
thing.
but what
You
the hell are
do
you talking about,
me
man?
one more thing. Moonbrook, I will wait here and rest while you and your companions search the tombs below for signs of my ancestors, their worship, and their artifacts. And you will bring me objects of value and worth to my people. I will wait here. He sits down.
I was turned to the... Seems fair.
Yeah.
Before we
sounds good to
do anything, I'm going to sit down with Grimgar as well, because I am spent. I cannot go on at the moment.
I'm not sure when we had our last long rest, but
Yeah, I don't.
should we try for one? I mean, set up.
I can't
Is it-
even.
And to Hogsmore, just to scope, like, have we cleared this area? Are we safe staying here for now?
I don't think we are actually, but
Usana comes wandering back in your direction.
Lucy!
She has a moonblade drawn.
ooh, moonlight.
And it's glowing ever so faintly around these exceptionally sharp edges that it seems to have. She didn't have the sword last time you saw her. When you fought her by the Goblin Tower, she was using something a little bit more standard blackguard regular. Gimbal, you can make a history check.
Oh, Gimbal knows his history well. 14.
14?
I like weapons.
Yeah, so Gimbal, you will recognize this as a moonblade, which is a very powerful and intelligent, not necessarily intelligence, but possibly emotionally intelligent weapon. Sentient, if you like. And it will have been passed down through her tribe, clan, family, lineage for thousands of years. It's generally given to whomever is the most high-ranking individual in the family at any given time. Not necessarily the patriarch or the matriarch, but whomever that might be. whatever rank they hold within the elven society that they're within, but within their lineage. So these are things that you know, Gimbal.
I stare with hungry eyes.
She looks at
Could
you,
just-
and as she approaches, she draws the blade along the ground as she does, and sparks fly off its edge and tip as she drags it, and you see it literally cut into the stone and ice as
That's
she
very
just
disrespectful.
drags it along behind her. And then she picks it up and hefts it back into its scabbard and slides it over to her side, to her hip. And she straightens up and she says, so, you have plans here? What are your intentions?
Just so you know, Sword, I would never treat you like that.
She looks at you and she looks down at the weapon and she looks back up at you. I see. Interesting.
I guess we're planning on continuing our incursion further below.
Yeah, we're tasked with routing these orcs.
And we must find the source.
We must find the source.
This is
And what
a
is...
holy place to our friend here. As you can see, we're rubbing elbows with giants now.
See, we're actually doing good in the world, Usana. What have you done?
Yeah, giants don't like you. They like
No.
us.
Well, you're
Anyway.
all very full of opinions about whom we are, but go on. I was
But-
going to offer my assistance with whatever it is that you're doing, and I will even offer you a trip back to the mainland by boat if you wish.
Oh, don't know about that, young lady.
That seems. Look,
You
we'll-
have
I'm
it
sure
on
our
my
quarters would be secure.
you have my word and my honor. I
We'll,
will
we'll
release
consider the
you-
passage back. I mean, we do have a boat ourselves. It's quite a nifty little skiff. But we'll definitely take your offer for help down below.
Well, regardless of our previous situation, you have freed me here, and I owe you for that. And despite my orders, I cannot stand above my family honor.
Fair enough. We
Well, that's good.
appreciate it a lot.
Well, all right
Welcome
then.
to the Frostmoor Crows.
Oh no, hang on a second.
Well, before we go down, I think we're all fairly exhausted. So I think we need to find someplace safe where we can hunker down, rest for a little while before we go any further below, because I feel like I'm on death's door right now.
All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, looking around, the orc camp is now pretty much decimated. You may see a couple that try to flee, running up
Yeah,
above.
tired.
I
Um,
can make a little.
Curiously
ice.
enough, the winter wolf Nogrustru is patrolling the rim of the caldera, and he chases down the orcs that attempt to flee.
Oh, forgot about Nogrustru.
He's a good boy.
Yeah,
He's a good boy.
Yeah,
He
he's playing
throws
fetch.
their corpses back down into the caldera from the high cliffs above. And in fact, the caldera's lip is inside the diameter of the base of the crater, so they fall directly down, 250 feet when they hit the ground. Messy. It's raining orcs.
It's raining orcs. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. And at this point, the second sun crests the edge of the caldera, and pink light begins to fill the inside of this. It's almost like an oubliette crater.
I'm gonna find a shady spot, possibly a couple of steps down into the crate to have a nap.
I might
Oh,
I
get,
feel
look,
like I just want to
there's-
be in the crater.
I might
There's
get
plenty
some.
of tents and whatnot around that we could use. We just need to make sure we set some guards. Also,
Can
the rest of the people that we freed.
Yes.
What's their deal? I mean, like,
What's their deal? Okay, so you've got a couple of humans and
It
Goliaths.
wasn't just black guys.
no.
Mostly they're Goliath,
Yeah.
with a few humans from some of the other villages and camps around here.
Yeah.
There's one halfling, a couple of elves who must have been living out in this way for some time, and a half elf. Actually, there's a couple of orcs amongst them. In fact, I'd say there's 5 orcs. 2 of them don't look like frost orcs. The other 3 do look like frost orcs, and they were kept separately in like a military prison cell, if you like.
Okay,
separate
so
from the others.
I think that we should just we should free all the humanoids and just let them make their way back to where they're from.
Tell them they're free to scavenge, raid, and pillage all they wish before they move on.
But they
There you go, they got
probably
food.
want to exit this area. We can't guarantee them safe passage because we've got extra stuff to do here. But they can stay at their own risk, or they can head away at their own risk.
So wait, if they stick around, are we helping them?
Why don't you ask your giant friend to stay here and guard them?
Well,
He's sleeping.
He's gonna stay here. Yes.
He'll want more favors.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna force him to do anything. So Grimgar
How
is.
have you befriended this giant? It is an ice giant, notoriously evil.
He's just a really nice guy.
Evil? I don't think Grimgar's evil. I mean, I think he's
Quite nice to us.
He's a bit frigid.
conscientious, and somewhat
He comes off a bit cold.
Usana
Yeah.
turns to you, Gimbal, and she says, "When did your tribe lose its poetry?"
Shut up.
so eloquent, Gimbal.
What a retort. That's a retort.
Thank you.
Okay.
Poetry's not my domain.
I'm gonna
we
give
don't
my-
all.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I was
Go
going to
on.
say, I was going to give myself inspiration for being so witty.
All right.
No, the monsters can't have it.
Yeah. So let's free all the humanoids. Let's save freeing the orcs just for now, and talk to them and say, look, you're free to stay if you want, but if you want to brave the elements, it's only a couple days walk to the nearest Goliath tribe.
Getting a little bit of feedback somewhere along the lines here.
I
Just
think it's
double
me.
check in Roll20 if you've got Roll20 up.
Was it a couple of days walk?
Yeah, probably a couple of days walk, yeah. To the nearest Goliath tribe. I mean, maybe 3 to 4 days walk. Maybe even 5 if you took the time. You know, that kind of thing.
Be warned though, you might get eaten by griffins. But hey, what a way to go!
The people that you're amongst to kind of look at you quite terrified. Griffins, what?
Just stick around, have some food, and we'll be back up to help you back at to the camp later.
They seem to come to that conclusion that they would like to stay. There's a bit of chatter and what have you. There's a couple of leaders amongst the group there. A woman from one of the towns, maybe one that you've been to, and one of the Goliath seems to have taken their place amongst the ordering of the Goliath here. You don't know their names, but yeah, so there's a certain amount of organization that's sort of self-organization that's occurring amongst them.
Good.
All right, and so Grimgar is going to wait here while you guys are going to descend into the tunnel. You're going to take a long rest first, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let's all mark off our long rests.
Yay.
Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Do 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 do.
Ooh.
I need to resummon an animal.
Resummon an animal.
Hmm.
What animal will you take into the Underdarks?
Bring the squid back.
Squid?
Yeah,
There's water in
squid's
the
cool.
Underdark. Squid was cool.
Squid was rad.
Squid was rad.
Gross. You are not.
Squid was
correct.
pretty. Oh, I'm summoning a big bat.
Hmm.
That big bat.
A big bat.
A big bat.
How big a bat are we talking?
I mean, it has to be pretty strong, so I figure size comes with the strength of it.
It's not a
so-
giant bat, though, right?
Massive,
Half a
like
human?
Papua New Guinea flying.
No, it's
fox.
not like the size of a griffin. It's just like a bat the size of an eagle.
A bat
Right.
the size of an eagle. That's
Yeah.
a fucking big bat. Okay.
That's a big ass bat.
All right. Excellent. Excellent.
There we go. That's done. And bat.
All right. So. You've got your bat. You take your long rest. The villagers and people's prisoners continue to self-organize themselves and continue to gather weapons and supplies, and they begin arming themselves and fortifying a little area where they are near Grimgar. basically where we have him on our Roll20 map right now,
Yep.
near the entrance to the pit. So, having obtained all your thingy-majigs and had your long restings and so forth, you've had a bit of a feed and a meal and a swig of whatever and a bit of a snort of the Skagen blood. I mean, no. Probably
Yes. Where is that, by the way?
Gimbal did.
No.
Where have we established? That's with Josiah.
Yeah.
No, we
It's
threw
not
it
in the-
overboard.
It's not in the bag of tricks.
Did we not get rid of it?
I
Bag
thought
of
we threw it
tricks?
overboard.
Bag of holding. That's one. I don't know where it is.
You don't know where it is.
No, but I know it's not in the bag of holding.
Not in the bag of holding. Oh well.
Alright. Oh well.
At some point during your rest, Usana comes back to you. She's been kind of busy doing stuff. She hasn't really stopped while you've been setting up your camp. And she says, who among you is the leader here?
I am the leader.
I am the leader.
I don't think we voted
I
yet.
pushed my like a hand in front of Gimbal and Hank.
She looks at you.
Yeah,
Looks you up
I
and
shrug.
down. She looks Josiah up and down for a moment, and then she looks at each of you, and then she
Off my
turns.
chest out.
She turns to Tricky Bob.
Hello.
She says, "I've been interrogating these prisoners, and who's left. It seems to me that there has been a small force among the orcs that has retreated underground down these steps.
I see.
Among them, Haras Ma'ag.
That is.
Hard to say.
Mag-ak.
Aris.
Harus.
I assume that name is of significance?
That is the name of the leader of this Orcan tribe, I suspect.
Ah. Figures. And you want us to follow?
Well, I think that it is important that we remove them from returning.
Well, do not worry. We will get this done.
Excellent. Excellent. Are you nearly ready?
Is this before or after nap?
Yeah, we're taking a long
this-
This
rest.
is after our rest.
To be fair, yeah, this is at the end of the long rest.
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right, so gathering your stuff, you collect yourselves at the edge of the hole, which descends into pitch darkness, hundreds of feet.
So it's just us, four, and
Usana.
and Osana, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because Grimgar's on the surface still.
Grimgar's on the surface, so no Grimgar,
Okay.
no backups, just Usana.
Okay.
And
Hello, Sana. Let's talk swords.
she turns to you and looks at you. Yes.
So who'd you steal that one from?
She draws it and puts it at your throat, stepping
is
in
not fair.
close to you. She says, "This is my family's blade. Do not insult my sword or my lineage again, or I will cut you." She places the... You notice the edge of the blade is touching some of the leather on your armor, and when it touches it, it just cuts it.
Alright, I step back. Fine, fine, fine.
Very sharp. What is that sword made of?
She says it is a Vorpal blade.
I don't know what that is.
Right.
Do I know what that is?
Gimbal, you can make a history check. Hank,
I
you
had a
can
14
make
for the last one. Did that
Ha-
cover it?
No.
Damn.
This is a separate check. Hank, you can
14
also
again.
you can make an Arcana check if you want, Hank. 14 again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Vorpal sword goes snicker snack. It is a Vorpal blades are extraordinarily sharp, and out of game, the mechanic is that when you roll a natural 20, you decapitate the creature you're fighting.
Damn.
Oh wow.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
one
that's a
end.
bit.
You what? Sorry, I missed that part.
If you roll a natural 20 with a Vorpal blade, you
When
decapitate.
you roll a natural 20, what happens?
You decapitate your enemy. Hank, are you there? Are you
What
with
if you're
us?
aiming
got
for the shin?
Well,
Yeah,
it can't help itself. It's
the head just comes off.
it's like a magnet.
to be yeah, I mean, if you're aiming at their shin, you're making a called shot. Which, to be fair, in D&D5e, there is no such thing as a called shot.
Every attack is an attack to kill, unless you specify
I mean,
it's
you can say it's
non-lethal.
non-lethal.
Even then, you need to have a bashing weapon, not a sword.
Yeah, what happens if you try to do a non-lethal attack and you roll a 20?
At a game with in my opinion,
Cat.
you can make non-lethal attacks with swords. The first thing that you can do is you can hit them with the pommel. You can also hit them with the flat. You can punch with the point of the hilt if you want to, or if you had a basket hilt, you can use that to smash someone too. So there are a number of ways you can hit non-lethally with a sword, but they all hurt, and they're not exclusively non-lethal. You know, that's not like a. Yep.
Is it a longsword or a scimitar or greatsword?
It's an elven longsword.
Okay.
So it has the versatile quality.
Usana, you'll probably want to go first. Lead us through the dark, scary chasm.
Yeah, so let's start our descent and head towards, I assume, the spire, or the spear that goes, the inverted spire.
Right. So the spire itself comes down into the hole.
Yeah.
The spear head, if you like. And so Usana steps down onto the spiral staircase that begins to descend. And looking down now, you can make perception checks, please.
No.
Ooh,
By the way,
that
my
one.
Arcana check was only a 12, so
15 for Josiah.
Yep.
Everyone else rolled utter rubbish. Utter rubbish. Gimbal, you rolled a 9.
Yeah,
Trick
nice.
was a
Rubbish.
3, and Hank was a rubbish roll as well, was it?
Yeah, mine wasn't that one, by the way.
Yours was
That
a nat
matters.
1. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
mine was 8.
so Tricky Bob, as you step up to the edge of the hole looking down, you get this vertiginous feeling that makes you feel a little bit ill for a moment. This also reminds you, Tricky Bob, immediately of the tomb/prison of Unglamore. There is a similar style of architecture and a similar kind of deep hole with you looking down. You see that the stairs go down, but there are archways that go back into the walls of the hole as you go further down. Yeah, you're feeling a bit vertiginous. Whoever rolled above about 14, we'll call it, you will notice first of all that as the first sun hits the walls of the caldera, lighting up the edges, you can see through the layer of snow, which has been hidden in shadow largely until this moment. And now you're seeing along one side a growing patch of pink light, revealing this image of this huge dragon flying across the wall. And it's gigantic. Again, colossal sized artwork, and as the light comes in and fills the space, it reveals more and more of it, and you see that the dragon is in combat with several giants around on the walls. Who drew this? Who the fuck knows, but they must have been huge.
So, what color is the dragon?
It's etched, so you can't really tell. Yeah.
Is there anything defining that any of the giants are holding? Specific weapons or like armor or anything that would...
They do seem specific, if that's
like,
what
if I was to think back to Ankon,
yeah.
and... Wait, was it Ankon? Yeah.
could have been.
And the 5 heads that were in the harbour?
Right. So you're thinking they might be members of the pantheon of
Yeah.
Ordning.
Anything that relates to those, or just too hard to tell?
Can you make make a religion check? Make a religion check.
Sure thing.
Trying to figure out if they're normies or gods.
It's an unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20. You would. You recognize them as giant heroes, like not demigods, not gods, but the very top level of mortal giants, if you like.
Yeah.
They've been memorialized here. As the light continues to open up the space and reveal more of the image, you see one of the giants has a huge spear through the back of this giant. Of this dragon, rather, I mean to say. And the head of that spear
looks 5-pronged.
Looks like the prong that's hanging in the space above you.
Wow. Interesting.
Realize I can't actually see the mirror because I didn't roll high enough.
I mean, Gimbal, you might notice them. Gimbal and Usana are ready to go down this hole. Everybody else is going, holy fuck. You know,
Not me, I'm dry heaving.
You're dry
No, guys, no time to stare at things like walls, you weirdos. Let's go.
Right. Do you think that Tricky Bob should make a Constitution saving throw to see whether or not she is...
See if I hurl or not.
Any long-term...
Oh, and that 20!
Nat 20.
Yes.
Okay, so Tricky Bob, you get your shit together. You're like, you know, I can deal with this. I've done this before many times. I can do it. All right,
Can't believe I wasted my nat 20 on a puke check.
Yeah.
Right, so you start heading...
Yeah, I was going to say the same.
Heading down into the depths of this thing around the spiral staircase. And it's quite hard going because each step is giant-sized and you have to sort of jump off it and climb down. It's about 1 or 2 times the height of a person each step. And so for Tricky it's extra difficult and more trouble. Usana kind of just goes down one step, looks behind her, checks to see that you guys are moving, and then she goes to the next step. Feral Artificer has just redeemed some inspiration for a player character. You got anybody in mind there, Feral Artificer? Inspiration to Tricky Bob.
Yay!
Yay!
Good puke
I
check.
already had one.
Now, what I'm also going to ask for is an initiative check, please.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Ooh, a 0.
I don't know how you manage to do that all the time.
Every single time, man.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a statistical anomaly for D&D Beyond's initiative rolls.
Constant zeros, yeah.
Quick, use your what's it called? Inspiration.
I don't know, I actually kind of like going last, to be honest.
It has
Bit of peace
bonuses.
and quiet.
Yeah.
There is a lot of
As a healer, it's useful.
yeah.
Okay, so you're heading down the steps, and you go down about 13 steps, and as you get to the 13th one, I will get another perception check, please. Incidentally, it has gotten vastly darker as you have gone down this far, and you can see the pink light of the second sun just rimming the top of the hole that you were moving down at the moment.
Well, I'm going to draw a letter bar and
Yep.
whisper the secret incantation word so that it glows brightly.
Okay, so you're now a huge walking target. Excellent.
I'm going to use my God-given gift of dark vision and not worry about creating a target.
Can we go a little bit
very
ahead of
selfishly
Hank?
have done this, yeah.
Let's have an advanced party and then Hank and Tricky at the back with their light.
Hey, I can see.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright,
Yeah,
well, then
but
just Hank by himself at the back.
Incidentally, Usana is not especially stealthy.
Asana, you
I
go
need
back.
my-
Flanking away.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like if they don't know that we're here by now after the commotion that we caused up the top,
Let's just
then
go.
like I think that
Let's do
we're being impressive about how like nonchalant we are about storming this.
Hank, you walk in front, but behind Usana. You two are at the front now. And I pull my bow out.
Yeah, I will also draw the Picard, and have that slung over my carrying it.
Hank's frozen, so that means you can't object.
He's not frozen.
I'm here.
Oh,
What did you
there he
say?
is. You're going.
I did miss what you said though, Gimble. You asked me to do something. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, cool. Just behind her, but with the light. So then that's good.
No, I'll have a good yarn to Usana.
Okay. So you and Usana are at the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're at the front.
Or at the front. At the
Yeah,
front.
Usana's first into everything.
Okay.
'Cause she's very
That's nice.
tough.
Okay, cool.
Hank's going to attempt to make some small talk with Usana.
All right. So you jump down the first. Oh well, you're down at the 13th step. Now I did get perception checks, didn't I? And I got
Yes.
an 18, a 14, a 7, and a 21.
Oh, ignore my 14. I accidentally rolled nature. It's actually a 7.
Oh, it's a 7? Okay, so
Yeah.
an 18, a 7, 21, and somebody
Another
else
7.
got a 7. Okay, so Josiah
Yes.
and Hank. You notice scuff marks in the surface of the step that look like a number of troops possibly moving through here. Across the snow and dust that seems to have settled here. So footprints, they lead down further, and then they lead into one of the archways, just to the right, because you're going down the right-hand side, weaving, going down the walls on your right, I mean to say. Yeah, and so there's an archway that leads into darkness. And who got the highest there was Hank. Hank, you got a feeling like that would be a good place for an ambush. I don't know.
I'm going to whisper to Usana.
What? I can't hear you. You keep breaking up.
Like,
I think this is going to be a good place for an amp coming up. Go over there.
So she gets she drops down to the level where the ambush archway is, so to speak. Russell didn't get his
Ambush
dice out
archway.
already. What a crime! That is a crime. Dice coming out now. Who's where? Can I have a kind of a marching order from the whole group?
Gimbal
Mine are
and
back.
Josiah at the front.
no.
I was at the front.
Usana, I thought it goes Usana way at the front with Hank, and then like
okay.
30 feet back is us.
30 feet back, so you're on the next step.
But with my natural underdarkiness, I am always alert of danger, apparently.
Well, I'm going to send a message with
Always.
my little copper bit that I've got. I'm going to send a message to Josiah, not Gimbal, because Gimbal's a twat.
What?
I'm going to send it to Josiah and say, hey, there's an ambush coming up ahead. Usana and I are checking it out. Also, Gimbal's a twat. And
Okay.
All right.
I'll relay half of that message to Gimbal, and do it. But
I'm a what? I'm a what?
I'll just do it.
oh,
Gold dice.
shiny, what is that?
That is a gold medal dice from a set of
cool.
gold medal dice that
Nice.
So pretty.
one of our fellows in our chat gave me for Christmas. Very nice.
Very nice.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's not actual gold though, right? It's like
Yeah,
gold
yeah,
color.
it is totally.
Yeah, it's real
solid
gold.
fucking
$300
gold.
worth.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
at least, and there's diamonds encrusted in it. No, I'm just kidding. It's it's hollow, and in fact, Avery, who is in our chat on the Rollstream chat, can tell you about it if he wants to. He's the fellow that gave it to me. He's the guy that gave Tricky Bob inspiration.
Ah, thank you.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. For
Thank you.
not for not puking apparently.
Thank you, Eric.
So there's that. Okay,
That's so cool, man. I'm really jealous of those dice.
I know, they're very cool, aren't they? I mean, I bought my lead ones a while ago, and they are very heavy and, solid and as hell, and very cool, these lead ones. But you can hardly read the numbers on them. And at least for me, I mean, I've got glasses.
That's good.
now.
If you get a 1, you're like, nah, it's a 7.
Yeah, it's a 7. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you are heading down. You are approaching the entrance to
Well,
the
so
thing.
what was the message?
The-
Just so I relayed it.
Right.
So I basically just knock you on the shoulder, point to the archway, and then indicate there's an ambush up there.
Mm.
Do you think maybe we could leverage the fact that the orcs are kind of stupid and honor bound? We could just call out that we know there's an ambush there, and that it's their honor is besmirched for setting a poor ambush.
I mean, I'm not opposed to antagonizing them.
Just think about this: you yell that out to them in Orcish, which you speak,
Yep.
and they're going to be so ashamed of what they've done.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So I just start shouting out as we're marching along. What kind of cowards would hide away in a deep, dark hole for fear of an honorable fight? Pathetic. Orcs have really fallen in times.
Usana looks back over her shoulder at you,
I mean, grunting.
and she goes, "That's the old Moonbrook poetry I was looking for."
Oh, you speak Orc, I say back to her.
She nods.
But I
Yes.
said,
You probably picked some up in her captivity, right?
You're right.
All right, I swapped to deep speech.
You swapped to deep speech.
I
Okay.
swapped to deep speech. And
Right,
then
so
say the whole spiel again.
Hank, you're
But-
at the front of this group with Usana, is that right?
Actually, I understand deep speech.
Oh, good. I'm cursing Usama.
You're cursing Usana.
Oh, no, she probably knows deep speech too.
Oh, I know deep speech, so I can just tell her.
Oh, you bastard.
You bastard. You bastard. So, Hank, are you stealthing at the very front, or are you pushing Usana to the front? She's
No,
like-
no, I'm not. I'm not stealthing at all. I've got letter bar drawn, and it's very, very bright.
Okay. All right.
moment.
So as you get up to this archway, in which case then, you get to the, I guess you move to the very edge of it. You're not stealthing. You move up to the edge of it, and what?
Yeah.
You step around to have a look.
No, I don't actually. After hearing what Gimbal has yelled out, I'll probably take cover behind the archway.
Okay. So you're taking cover on
So not-
the right-hand side.
Yeah,
of
on the side that we're already on. Yeah, on the. I kind of in my mind's eye, I have myself on the left-hand side.
I don't think it can because I said the wall is on the right as you go down. So you're
Right.
the
Okay.
closest.
Yeah. So on the it'd have to be the right-hand side.
Yeah,
Then, yeah.
so the nearest is the right-hand side. Okay, so you are standing just outside the archway on the right-hand side. Usana is standing next to you. She looks at you, and she says, "Are you ready?"
I said, Gimbal said some really nasty speech, and yes, I'm ready.
She sighs and shakes her head, and then she leaps out into the corridor. As she does, a bunch of spears and javelins go flying at her, and she is taking the dodge action. Nothing hits her. Nothing hits her.
That's a good point.
Nothing hits her.
Forget about dodge.
Forget about
Nothing
dodge.
hits her. 1, 2, 3.
Nothing hits her at all.
Nothing seems to hit her. She's basically weathering all of this with her shield and her armor, leaning into it. And then with her moonblade, she steps into the fray, out of your view, Hank. But you do hear
Right.
wood, bone, and sinew splintering, and the cry of an orc
Holy
that
crap.
has met its death. At that moment, Hank, one of the orcs steps around the corner, wielding a great axe, and swings it basically at the archway where your head is next to it. He just steps out, and it's coming at you. He rolls a 17 to hit.
That would hit, but I am also, as a reaction,
Yeah.
going to
As a
cast
reaction,
shield.
you're going to cast shield, so your
I
AC
can.
goes up to
+5, so 22.
22. Okay, so it misses. All right, so it comes out, and then your shield comes up like a series of a grid of hexes, electrical,
Yeah.
lightning-charged hexes. They flash to
Yeah.
visible light momentarily as the blade arcs and bounces off it, and then disappears again. And it is your turn, Hank.
Oh, excellent. All right. Well, in response,
Yep.
I'm going to give him the old stabby do with Ledivar.
All right, roll to hit.
Where is Usana in relation to this other guy?
Okay, so you're in the arch. You're outside the archway. From what you can see the other side of the archway, and you can see the stairs that continue down, of course.
Okay.
And you can see about 5 feet into the archway from your position, but you can't see Usana because she's gone right inside.
Okay, so she's outside of
Out of your view.
combat range from who's attacking
Yeah,
me.
basically she's in combat with several
Okay.
orcs, and you're in combat with
Alright,
one
well
orc.
then that
currently. Yep.
gotcha. Alright, well I'm going to attack this John.
If
with,
it gets
with
complicated,
Litimer.
I can
Stabby do.
I can roll 20 it up if you want to, but I'm not sure we need to.
Yeah, let's run theater of the mind.
Theatre of
Yeah,
the
let's
mind.
do that, I reckon, for now.
All right, cool. As long as everybody's clear. Make sure you ask all the relevant questions. Okay, so Hank, you're going with
You will.
Ludovar to attack. He rolled.
Yep.
What did you roll? Did you roll?
Not well.
Not well.
It was 14.
14 actually hits this fellow, this orc.
All right. Okay.
So let's do some
Fantastic.
damage.
All right. 1d8 plus 5. Actually, we'll use that d8 because that's my combat d8. Not great. 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay,
Yep. 7 damage, and
Respectable.
it's respectable.
I'm going to disengage
Is it?
as a cunning action.
Okay, disengage with your cunning action and
And then move back 30 feet towards the group.
30 feet. You can't move back 30 feet because you're on a step. You can move back 10 feet.
Okay.
To the base
So
of the step.
like 15 feet then, I guess.
Yeah.
So 10 feet. All right, cool.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so you move back away from him,
Cool.
and
No
now,
worries.
now
I'll do
you've
that.
got the step right behind you, and it goes up another 5 feet above your head. Okay. All right. So Hank, that's your turn. At that point, you hear from within the archway, whatever that chamber is behind the archway. You hear a battle cry resound from the throat of an Orcan war chief. And with that,
I did want to. Sorry.
yeah,
My lagging. Yeah, my thing's a bit laggy at the moment, but I did want to see if I could roll a perception check to see how many javelins were thrown.
at Usana. Yeah, you can make a perception check. Yeah.
Right, I'll just quickly do that. Well, that's perception is 3, right? It's always 3, Phil. It's always been 3. So 21.
21. You would say that she has fended off about 9 or 10 attacks
Okay.
already. She may have
Damn.
been, she might have been hurt by some of them,
Sweet.
but clearly not enough to be concerned at this point. And all you're hearing is the snickety snack of the Vorpal sword smashing through shields and spears from where you are. Hank, so yeah, sorry, it's not your turn anymore. Okay, it's my turn. So at that moment, 1, 2, 3 orcs come
sorry,
out
Lord.
around the corner. One of them appears to be bigger and scarier and has sort of, what is it, a huge great axe in their hand. And these 3 step out, swinging their axes and charge at you. Basically, the war chief has a special thingamajig for his bonus action. Once per day, he can give advantage to all of his soldiers, basically within 30 feet. So they're all coming at you, Hank, with advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he attacks for an unnatural 20 at Hank.
Shouldn't hit.
Does
because-
not hit.
Yeah.
Does
Still
not
got a
hit
shield up.
because you've got your
Shield.
shield up. Excellent. Okay. His second attack is a 17. That won't hit. Okay. Now the orc with him gets advantage, and he's going for a great axe attack, and that's a 10. He misses. Gimbal, it's your turn. You are at the top of the step, looking down.
Yeah,
and you see
safe.
I ever
Um,
spent.
3 scary orcs come charging out and start attacking Hank.
Okay, well I'll start shooting the ones that are attacking Hank.
Okay, they don't seem to know where you are at this point. They haven't seen you, so you can roll. You can get your first attack with advantage because I'm a nice guy.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
That'll be 6 damage.
Okay.
And then my second shot.
Yep.
18 to hit,
18 hits.
and that'll be 10 damage.
Okay, you kill one of the orcs.
Good. And then Batty,
All
Eddie.
right.
16
Roy
to hit.
Daddy.
The bat swoops down with a 16 to hit. Is he going for the remaining of the
Yeah, the ones that are
remaining-
charging at Hank.
One of those two looks like a leader. Which one do you want to attack? The
Yeah, I'll
leader or
attack the leader. No,
Attack the-
yes, a leader. Yes, the leader.
Leader? Okay. So 16,
I'll do-
16 does hit, just.
Cool. I do a flyby, so he's got 60 feet flying speed, so I fly 30 down, smack him, and fly 30 up.
Okay, and does that that avoids a opportunity
Attack, yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
So that
roll your damage.
is what's the damage? 1d4 plus. What's proficiency now? It's +3, isn't it?
For you guys.
Where can I see my proficiency?
You're level 6, so you.
Yeah, there it is.
Mine is +3.
Yeah, +3. So 1d4 plus 6,
Wow.
which is sick. 3 plus 6, 9 damage.
9 damage. Wow. Okay. Excellent. So that's Gimble's turn.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, and you remain in position. You don't move or jump or anything.
Yeah,
like
I'll
that.
just shout, "Hang in there, Hank!"
All right, Josiah, you are next. You basically move up next to Gimble, and you can see from the top of the ledge down to the next step where the archway is. Hank being flanked now by multiple orcs.
Okay, I got the Picard drawn, so I'll just line up a shot on the
Yep.
biggest orc that's attacking
All right,
Hank.
very good. One of the three goes down as Gimble shoots him in the face.
Yep.
And you line up your crossbow, Picard, and you fire that. Roll to hit.
Okay. That is a 15.
15 does not hit.
Rats. Okay. So then I'll fling the Picard back over my shoulder, and I'll make as much movement towards Hank as I can.
So you can jump down with an athletics check, or you can climb down using.
I'll jump down.
Jump down. Okay. make
I'll
an
do it
athletics
like
check.
in one fluid motion, like fling it over and then jump down.
Dive down.
Yeah.
Dive. Fling. Roll.
Yeah. Roll
land.
athletics or acrobatics. What do you
Acrobatics.
reckon?
Yeah, acrobatics would be better.
Yeah. All right. That was not great.
Not
A 9.
A 9. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that's kind of suck.
Actually, you know what? I've got lingering inspiration, so I'm going to use that
All right, you can use
and re-roll that acrobatic.
roll the acrobatics.
And that's not much better, but it's a 13.
Okay, well, you managed to not take any damage when you land. That's good.
Okay, that's good.
So you get to the ground, and you've still got a bonus action or something?
If I'm going to do anything, I'm just going to draw my sword and shield, and hopefully that's basically it.
You could feasibly move to a flanking position on one of the enemies if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll get close to Hank.
Okay,
So they no longer have advantage on him.
Yeah, interesting story.
Well, no longer flanking advantage.
longer
I know they've got
flanking
their war cry thing.
That's right. Yeah, they've got the war
Yeah.
cry advantage.
But they still do with Warcry, won't it?
Okay, at that point, this enormous, bloated, hard to tell if it's an orc, but after a moment you realize it must be from the tusks and the general shape of its skull and bones. This massive, obese creature comes shambling out of the entranceway, and it's got Usana's face in one hand and pushed her to the ground.
Oh my God.
Struggling to get out from underneath its arm.
Oh no! Osana! Osana, no!
The creature moves up to where you are, Josiah, and it goes for a big claw attack at you. The first attack is an 8. Now, one moment, please. Just checking up on any special business here. It does. It stinks like hell, but that has
As in,
not.
like a fiend.
That does
kind of
not.
thing?
No, more like a very disgusting, diseased.
Would it happen to be a monstrosity?
It is not a monstrosity.
Damn it.
It is actually still an orc. Tricky Bob, can you make a medicine check?
Yes.
If you can see this creature, I assume that you can from your position.
I don't know where I am actually. That's what I was trying to figure out.
You're up front with
Am I? I thought I was in the back.
No, you're with us. Yeah, she's with us.
Okay, right.
She's with
Alright.
you, so you guys. Okay, well, but you did jump down. Josiah
did, yeah.
and Gimbal have jumped down. So Tricky Bob, you're still on the ledge. Above.
Hang on, I didn't jump down. I was just shooting at the tower, so I shouted, "Hang in there, Hank."
I'm sorry, you're quite right. So it's only Josiah and Hank that are down on the ground zero. Everybody else is at level 1 up from there. Okay, cool. So this thing, in any case, came out. It attacks Josiah from behind, and misses him. Josiah, you get the sense of the stench from behind you, and this looming presence there. Tricky Bob, it's your turn.
Okay. So I can't see the thing then.
You can't see what?
I can't see the monster orc.
You can see the monster orc. Yeah, you're above
Okay.
it. You're right above it, 10 feet, 15 feet above it
Ah,
on the
I
ledge,
see.
looking down.
Who else can I see?
You can see Gimbal is next to you on the edge of the step. Below you is Hank, directly below you. Hank is fighting with a number of orcs now. Josiah is behind one row of orcs, but behind Josiah is this monstrosity that's approaching Josiah, who you're not sure if Josiah has noticed it yet.
Okay. I want to cast Spirit Guardians on the
Right.
monster orc man.
I think it has to be on yourself, Spirit Guardians. It's like a 20-foot
it?
radius
Hold on,
around yourself. I'm pretty sure of this because one of our dear clerics, Jojo, was using it yesterday in our
Yeah, around you
Sunfall
to a
campaign.
distance, right?
Yeah. So your Spirit Guardians, are you going to cast it or not? I mean, from
So is
where
it
you are,
within
it
15 feet of me?
doesn't say anything about elevation.
Yeah, it's a
It's
sphere.
It's sphere, so it
Yeah.
would be 15 feet.
Right, in all directions. Okay, so if it's a
each
sphere, then
direction.
yeah, that will work.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got if it goes out 15 feet, well, it goes out 14 feet because you're standing on the edge of the cliff, of the step. Okay, so it will collect. It'll certainly hit the ones that Hank's fighting in the immediate. You can designate your friends to not take damage, I believe.
Yep. Yeah.
And it probably will hit whatever's behind Josiah, especially if it attacks. Well, it has attacked Josiah, so yeah, it would hit that too.
Okay. So I'll cast that on myself, and that means they have to do a wisdom save,
Okay, so
whoever's in the range.
Okay, so some wisdom saving throws. Let me have a look here. He did. 13 for our
That,
boss.
yeah, meets.
Meets it. Okay. 10. Hold on, let me see. Bonus note. 10 is going to fail, I assume.
Yep.
And the big, ugly, scary fucker at the back gets a 17.
Oh, damn. So is it just one guy?
There's so 2 of them have been
2 of them
hit.
fail.
2 of them fail. Yeah.
Okay, so I get to roll 3d8.
Dang.
So they take 21 damage each. Or do I have to roll twice?
What does it say in the thing?
Speed is halved when they enter the area for the first time, or if it starts there, they must take a Wisdom saving throw. On the failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage.
Okay, so you roll it for each creature.
Oh, on successful save, they take half as much damage. They still take
They
damage.
still take damage. Yeah.
Oh.
God damn.
I don't think we've used that before. I think
No,
just
well, we
assumed-
did. We used it as a meat grinder and
You
in the
killed
portal fight.
Sturges with it. I remember you killed
But
a
if
whole bunch
they
of Sturges.
saved, we just said they took nothing. I'm pretty sure.
No,
Yeah.
No, they
Oh, okay. Oh well, we know now.
Yeah. So
Well-
21 to those 2, and then 10
10
to the other
to
ones.
the others. Okay, nice. All right, they are very unhappy about that. Thank you, Tricky Bob. You got any other actions, bonus actions, movement, flavor, or dialogue? Okay. First orc is dead. Hank, you are now surrounded by 2 orcs in your immediate vicinity, and a big scary fucker has come up behind Josiah. This big green bloated thing with boils that are bursting and shit seeping out of its skin.
Papa
nasty
Nurgle.
open sores, and you even notice little worms and maggots crawling across it and through it. Even through its face. It opens its bloated jaws and goes, "Blah!" and the stench comes out. Hank, it's your turn. What would you
hello?
like to do?
Hi.
Oh, we're back. Okay, cool.
Welcome
Where you
back.
going?
Yeah, sorry, my connection is not great,
Your
guys.
connection went down.
Oh.
Well, it's
but
okay.
anyway.
We're managing. So, Hank, did you actually hear anything I just said, or was I just talking to myself?
I heard that I've engaged these two.
Yep.
I've got two on either side of me, and that there is this big, scary, bloated, gross guy
Yes.
behind Josiah.
Right. What would you like
And then
to do?
that's when we cut out.
Yeah, well, that's about right.
Okay,
That's
cool.
pretty
So,
much
cool.
that's pretty much where we're at. Okay, so what
Alright,
would
sweet
you,
as. Cool.
your turn?
There is one of the two that are engaging me. One of them is bigger than the other, right? Like there was a bigger
Yes.
fella.
Yeah, there was.
as well.
You've got a normal orc. You've got a orc war chief, basically, and
Big-
you've
big
got
orc.
this other fucking thing, which you don't really know what that is.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. Blinded by-
This is what we do to
Otherwise,
spellcasters.
60-10. Yeah, because we think about stuff and we don't plan in advance.
Yeah. We spend other people's turns reading Facebook, and then on our turn we go, "Oh fuck, what's going on?"
No, I'm reading what I get at level
Coffee at
7.
this point, make me coffee. Yeah, so I can't really do. I can actually, but this turn I'm going to do the same again, and I'm going to give the old stabbity do to the
Nearest.
of the two orcs,
To,
Yeah,
to
we
which
forget
one?
about.
The biggest one, or the little one?
the bigger one.
The bigger one. Okay, so you're going for the war chief. Roll to hit,
Yep, war chief.
please. Roll me a to hit roll.
8 plus 13, 21.
21 hits.
21
Nice. Yep.
to hit.
Yep.
Excellent.
Damage.
Alright, and then
Damage.
8 plus
Do your damage.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
Level
Into
8's the
magic.
good level.
Excellent. Do you have any other actions or bonus actions, movement, flavor, or dialogue?
Again, I'm going to disengage and
Right.
go back another 10 feet.
Go back another 10 feet. Okay, very good.
So I'm edging slow.
You can't go back another 10 feet. You're against a wall.
Can he climb?
Yeah, but everyone will have advantage to hit him for about, for the period that it takes him to get up the wall. Hanky,
I'm going
with
to throw
us?
the 2.
Yeah.
Checking on Hank's connection there. Sounds like looks like it's dropped out again. Okay, well, we're going to put Hank back against the wall.
Hang in there, Hank.
Hang in there, Hank. He's used his action and his bonus action, has he?
Oh, he's back.
There he goes. Yeah.
There he
Wait,
is. Okay,
he's gone
so
again.
Hank, if you can hear me, there is no going back any further. You're at the wall. If you try to move any further, you'll have to move along the wall. And if you move too far along the wall, you fall off into the hole. So,
He's doing things that can help him.
so you're backed up against the wall, Hank. Do you still want to disengage?
Sorry, I missed all of that. My shut down again.
Check. Say yes if you can.
I'm
hear
here, I
me.
think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you are backed up at the wall,
So-
Hank. There's no backing up. There's no disengaging and moving back. You're at the wall. You're
Teleport, Hank.
Against the
Teleport.
You can dodge. You can take the
Right.
dodge action instead if you can.
I don't think I can as a bonus action.
Okay.
Can I? I think that's a normal action, right?
Okay.
Uncanny
That's a
dodge.
normal action
Yeah,
combat.
'cause you attacked,
cunning
you
action does
disengaged,
cover
yeah.
the dodge.
Ah.
Nope.
So no dodging. Okay. So you do you want to disengage at all? I mean, it's kind of
It
kind
doesn't
of
really
pointless.
do anything, really, does
No,
it?
it's a waste of space right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll give you 10 seconds to decide. 9.
Yeah. I won't.
You good?
No.
Okay.
I'll just leave it.
That's the
There's
end
not
of
really
your
any point.
turn then, Hank. Thank you, sir. Our Auckland war chief,
Yes.
who's in your immediate vicinity, he attacks Hank because he's in front of him with his great axe. He rolls a 21 to hit.
Oof.
Um,
His shield would have gone down by now.
And then Hank goes, "Pachoo." Yeah, but I'm going to use another spell slot.
Okay, right.
Are you going to shield it?
Yeah.
You shield it? What's your AC now?
Hello?
Back to
Yep, shielded, 22.
22.
Fuck.
Okay, cool. That's lucky because that would have
Damn.
fucking hurt.
Yeah, tank Hank.
The next attack comes in from
Yeah,
the
I
war
can't keep
chief.
this up though, guys.
20 is not going to hit you, is it? On the next attack?
No.
No? Okay. Our next orc, he no longer has advantage, but he rolls a 24 to hit Hank.
Alright, that gets through.
That gets through. Okay, so this is a great axe. Does 4 points of slashing damage. Not too terrible. And Gimble, it is your turn.
Oh, Hank says he can't keep it up. Keep it up, Hank! And I'll shoot the normal dude that's attacking him.
All right, roll to hit, please.
19 to hit.
That hits.
That'll be... No, there's a 1. 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
Second shot. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Hey, 11 damage.
11
What's
damage.
Melting
okay,
Moment?
you-
Is that the name of your bow?
Yeah, I changed his name to Melting Moment.
Ah, okay.
Melting moment.
So-
And
You fire those 2 arrows into the shoulder, up into the neck, between the chainmail and his throat, murdering him.
oh, yes,
He
good.
collapses to his knees next to Hank. So Hank, you're down 1 enemy.
And Batty will attack.
Okay, Batty swoops in at which creature, please?
The leader dude
The
that's
leader.
attacking Hank,
All right.
and but that's only a probably not hitting. +4, 13 to hit.
13 to hit. The
Yeah.
war chief does not hit.
Bugger. All right, that's me.
That's you. All right, Josiah, you have jumped down. You are between. War chief is in front of you. Big creature is behind you.
Yep.
Hank is in front of the war chief. We're forming an advantage
Chain.
here.
Yeah.
So you and Hank have advantage on the war chief actually at this point. I should have given
Right.
that to you, Hank, on your turn.
Go ahead,
Never
just make a
mind.
tea.
Josiah, you can attack the war chief in front of you with advantage or no advantage to the creature behind
Okay.
you.
So, let me run something past you.
Or you can
The
move. Yeah,
the
go.
creature behind me has Osana in his hand.
Yes.
Would I be able to use a disarming strike to get him to drop her?
You could try.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what I'll do. So, I'll sniff the acrid air behind me and turn around and see the massive beast in front of me. Holy fuck! And then I'll just out of reaction go right for his gross rotting arm.
All right.
And I'll do it with a disarming strike. So let's just have a look at this. So,
the disarming strike.
so it is. When you hit with a weapon attack, I expend 1 superiority dice. So I've got to hit first.
All right.
So, natural 20.
Wow.
67 to hit.
So that's a crit.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Okay.
And then, so what happens next? So, where are you? Get out of the way, crit thing. I expend 1 superiority dice, add it to the damage, and disarm it if it fails a strength saving throw of DC 40. So,
Right, so you're rolling double dice crit damage on both things, like so on the hit and then on the
on the disarming one as well.
yes, you get to add.
Okay, cool. So first the normal damage, which comes through to, well, that's pretty good, 22, plus my 2d8. How do I get to my gun? Right click's not working. Why is right click not working? Oh, there we go. Roll 2. That comes, holy fuck. That's another 14.
So that's 36.
Yeah, and now it's got to do a DC saving throw of 14.
For what stat?
Strength
Strength save.
to continue holding on to Asana.
That's a 12.
It fails, so lets it go.
Okay, well, it doesn't just let her go.
Oh.
What happens is it lets her go, and then your blade continues to slash through its center. Okay, final question. I'll ask you this: are you trying to kill it? Would you kill it if you could?
We said every attack is essentially an attack to kill, right?
Right. So it's a lethal attack in any case. So you kill it with this attack easily. You've almost done twice as much damage as you needed to do. So you cut right through its arm and then straight into its torso, hammering open a hole in its body as a large part of its internals begin to pulsate. You see them go and then the whole thing explodes. And you and Hank are going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Shit, man.
Okay, Constitution saving.
What is my con?
15 for me.
15 for you.
I got a 13. Oh wait, no, hang on. 14.
14.
Sorry, 14.
Okay, you both passed. In which case you only take half damage.
Okay.
So you each take 7 points of poison damage,
half
please.
damage.
Yeah. 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Of stomach acid and sick and putrid.
Yeah.
Viscera damage.
It's actually kind of diseased. It's pretty disgusting. Okay, but the nurtured one of Yurtress is now dead.
Oh, you missed it, Tim. Yeah, I just got fucking one shot at this thing.
Heard it all. That was good. I have my headphones in.
All right.
It's me shouting, kill it!
Tricky Bob, it's your turn.
Okay, so the big guy's still around.
He is.
So we just killed the war chief.
Yep.
Is that the one that exploded?
No. You killed the disease.
Oh, the sick one exploded.
They
Yeah.
actually explode. Like what?
Okay,
like a bomb.
Like a bomb. Like a.
Yucky.
Good lord.
Like a disgusting.
I'll tell the dead
The chief.
gross one. Yep. Sorry, not the gross one. The war chief. Yep.
Okay. Cool. So he makes a whiz save, is it?
Yes.
Wisdom, not con, right?
Yep. Wisdom.
Okay. His save is a 15.
Save.
Does he take half or no?
No one new moves into my spirit guardian thingy.
No.
Oh, did we have Spirit Guardian up?
Yeah. I think it's only when they enter the first time that they take damage.
No, if they stay in it.
They stay in
Oh.
there. Yeah, they continue.
Oh,
to
okay,
take
then
damage.
everyone else takes another wisdom save.
Another wisdom save. Okay. Well, there's only one creature left right now. His second whiz save is a 15.
Okay, so he takes half damage
Half
of whatever I
damage.
roll.
Yep. So do your spirit guardians.
And I roll quite badly, so he only takes 5 damage. I rolled an 11.
Not bad. Okay, cool. So that was your turn, Tricky Bob, yeah?
Mhm. Yep.
All done. Hank, your turn. You're rapidly being surrounded by dead bodies of orcs. And now you're covered in goo.
A strange
Sorry.
point to come in on.
Diseased goo.
Is that me?
Yes, yes, Hank.
Oh,
You
okay.
are.
All right, cool.
covered in goo,
And
it's your
Chiefy
turn.
Boy's still up, isn't he?
The war chief is up. Everybody else is dead.
All right, cool. So yeah,
Usana is getting back up off the ground at this point.
I'm gonna give the old man another tickle with my leather bar.
All right, roll to hit. That does sound very wrong, but yes, roll to hit.
I'm doing it again. Yeah.
14 is not a hit, I'm afraid. Do you have any other attacks, actions, bonus actions, movement, flavor, dialogue?
Not just yet. No,
Nope.
no, I don't. So I'm just gonna take my licks.
Take your licks. All right then. In which case, our friendly war chief, he is going to make 2 great axe attacks on you.
Okay.
First
I have a
attack.
feeling I'm going to be spending another spell slot very shortly.
A 10 does not hit you. And a 9 does not hit you. So
Oof.
you
So this one I just do natural. I'm like, ah.
Gimblay, it is your turn.
Attaboy, Hank! 12 to hit. And 10 to hit. 2 misses.
2 misses.
Damn.
Okay, so he's taking your hits to his shield.
He does the same thing I did.
All right. Just
And Bat did
the bat.
12.
12 does not hit. He bats your bat with his shield. Is that the end of your turn?
That's me, yeah.
Josiah.
Okay, I'm gonna take my advantage on this guy because he's
All right.
attacking our boy Hanky.
Our boy Hanky.
Our boy Hanky. So I'm gonna do the honorable thing and attack him from behind when his back is turned.
Right. Fair enough.
So I'll roll my attack.
As this is going on, Usana is taking on a number of other orcs that have been pouring out of the archway now.
Oh crap!
She seems to be single-handedly holding them back. 23 to hit is a
23 to hit.
Thank you, Josiah.
Yep. So initial attack is 9 damage, but then I'll also add my sneak attacks to that.
Sneak attacks.
Which is another 9.
Warchief is bloodied.
And then I will use my bonus action.
Yeah.
To disengage. Well, actually, I don't even need to disengage from him because as a swashbuckler, if I do a successful melee attack, I could disengage it entirely and just walk back, and I'm gonna back up Usana.
Okay, so you're gonna go back up Usana. All right.
Yep.
Very good. Cool, Tricky Bob. So you're still doing your business, yeah?
Yes. So he does another wisdom save.
Wisdom save for our war chief. It's a 9.
Oh yay! So he takes
Full damage.
13.
13. Okay.
Then. Okay, so that's not an action because it does it automatically, right? So, and then I'll toll the dead him. So if he does another wisdom save.
Another wisdom save. Can you cast? Yeah, you should be able to. 7. That's a fail.
Yay! So okay, it's 2d12.
That's gonna hurt.
So 5.
Oh my
No,
god.
Yeah, that's
it
very disappointing.
Could have been 24.
Could have been 2.
Could have been 2. That's true. That's true. All right.
Then I want to move closer towards
Okay.
where Asana is.
All right, you're going to jump down then from your 10-foot step.
Yeah.
You're going to make an
I'll try.
acrobatics check, please.
Oh no.
Do you have any way of getting advantage
Can
on
it
this?
be athletics?
It could be athletics.
Oh yay. Okay, I'll use my inspiration to reroll that because I only got 10.
Okay.
Oh yay, 21.
Okay, so you sturdily leap off and land poof in a guarded position with your shield up and everything ready, and you are now. Do you want to be in a flanking position on the war chief when you land?
Yeah, sure. Am I within 15 feet of any of the new boys?
Yes.
Can they take wisdom saves? Because I mean, I think my
Certainly they
guardians move with me if I cast them on me, right?
can. Yeah, they move with you. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You are a meat grinder everywhere you go. You just chew shit up. Okay, so 2, 1 saves, 3 failed, 4 have failed, 5 have definitely 2 1s in a row, 6 have failed.
Okay, so if I roll again, that means so it's 20. I rolled a 20.
Okay.
So
That
all the
kills-
ones that fail.
kills all the failed.
All of them?
Yeah, you chew them all up with your.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's useful.
One of them has succeeded and only takes half damage.
So you 10. Yep.
So he's and Usana is trying to grapple with him at the moment. That's the end of your turn, Tricky Bob.
Yep.
Okay, Hank.
All right. So I take it
Warchief's still
in
here.
amongst all of this,
Chaos.
all of my, more my internet connection deleting itself at really inappropriate times.
Right.
I take it we've got some more people who have joined the fray. More
Yeah,
orcs.
Usana is fighting another group of orcs, or she was a moment ago, in the entranceway, until Tricky Bob jumped down with her spirit guardians and meat ground them up into mincemeat.
So they're all gone.
Pretty much except for one. So
And
there's now you've got what's left of the orc chief and
Right.
one other soldier who's still alive
Okay.
right now.
So I am then going to cast sleep.
Sleep. Okay. All right.
I'm going to cast sleep on at second level actually.
Wow.
on the John.
But
in
I'm
front of me.
getting some break up there on the chief.
I'm just going to use it D&D Beyond, I think, actually. On the chief, yep.
On the chief.
And did
Alright.
that happen in D&D Beyond just then?
I didn't see any rolls, but you can tell me what
Yeah.
it was.
No, maybe it didn't. Well, I can't see it either. That's why I'm asking.
Oh dear, dropping in and
Oop.
out.
I click it. Straight. Sleep at second level. And second level? No, it didn't work. Okay, never mind. We'll just do it manually. Sorry, guys.
Oh, good.
Okay, 5d8 plus 2d8. So, 1. So it's 7d8.
Wow, it's quite a lot of
And I
d8s.
roll it. Yeah.
Quite a
two.
few d8s. Aye. Right then,
Okay, let's go. I got 48 here.
48s.
So we got 6 plus 12.
So you're going for a sleep spell
So hang on.
on these orcs. Gathering dices,
23
the dice.
plus 23.
Here is Hank putting the D in D&D.
38. Or is it the Z's? It's 38.
38. Okay, the war
38 hit
chief
points.
goes to sleep, the soldier goes to sleep.
Ah.
They immediately just crash and hit the floor and
Alright,
start
cool.
snoring. Note, the sleep lasts 1 minute.
Yep, cool. So I call out to the guys, whoever's nearby. Let's tie him up and interrogate him.
By the time you've finished the sentence, she's already slit the throat of the other orc. She looks up.
That's cool. That was a
Excellent.
bonus.
All right.
Yeah.
And so she, wiping her blade down, she puts it back in its scabbard. And you have the other orc whom you're going to tie up. Who is going to do the tying and who's going to do the helping, assuming somebody is going to do that? Cause
I need to move 15 feet away, because otherwise I'm just going to mince-grind him.
And you make it not hit him.
you can,
Don't,
you
Can I
don't
do
do
that?
that.
Oh, why
can-
don't you just stay where you are?
you could
and
Yeah.
just
spell-
guard that side in case any
Yeah.
more come through that tunnel. Gimbal, you're good with knots.
Okay, so Tricky
yeah.
Bob, you're going to move into the space, are you?
Mm.
Into the archway.
Yeah, just where they were coming from.
Okay, and you've got 60-foot dark vision, is that right?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Kimbo.
Okay,
Yeah.
so inside this chamber, back from the stairs through the archway, you see this wide chamber filled, the walls are filled with skulls and bones, massive skulls and bones. Much bigger than you. Some of them look like full-sized adult giants, and others look like everything all the way down to children and possibly even babies. But many bones. They seem to be divided into different groups. The skulls are together, but then you're seeing like arm bones together, leg bones together. They're kind of separated out, at least on this level.
Like the catacombs under Paris.
Yeah.
Is this on the orc, sorry, on the war chief? Or is... Yeah,
No. This is the walls of the
Oh,
inside
no.
of the chamber.
on the walls.
This is where
okay,
Tricky Bob
right.
is. So you haven't seen this yet. So
There's nothing alive there, though.
there are a few small creatures like insects and rats and things, but nothing particularly other than that. I
okay.
may have to go and powder my nose, ladies and gentlemen, and I apologize in advance.
Oh, shall we take a quick break?
We could take
Another-
a quick break. Anybody that feels like they want to stay here and keep our viewers entertained for 5 minutes is more than
A lot of pressure.
welcome to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a 5 minutes. Yes, Feral Artificer and Ossuary, in fact. That is the exact term. What's
I'm
this
going to
box
go
for?
Google.
So now that
Ossuary.
you guys have turned up, we're going to just abandon you to the Twitch streams and come back in 5 minutes. I hope you don't mind. I'm sorry about that.
I mean, I can stay here and talk to them.
I swear it is a
Maria,
chest.
make me a
Well,
coffee.
let me just say this much.
Oh.
You're going to have a better experience, from me at least, if I'm not sitting here going, oh, I'm in pain. So
Fair enough.
I'll be back shortly.
I think we need to start having a bucket. You need to have a bucket underneath so you don't have to get up. The Life of Hank. Let's just watch that. Got a nice, nice carton of Coke there.
Yeah, it's been it.
Kind of looks opened. I think it might already be open, or is this shopping? No, it's shopping.
Hi, Caroline.
So not opened. Is that Caroline's brother or Hank's brother, or who is that?
I don't know.
I don't know who the guy is.
Wait, ossuary is a box.
Is it? I've never heard the word before in my life.
Site made to serve as the final resting. It's a wait. It's death.
What is?
It's like what's it called? Coffin.
Or is it a room where it's like a crypt almost?
It's a chest, box, building, well, or site
A
made
building,
to
there you go.
serve as the final resting place
Yeah, so a
of
building.
a human skeleton.
Yeah, I mean, this could work like a crypt. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not dying.
Oh, the cat behind you's asleep. Bring him forward.
Oh we're delicate with him because
Oh.
blind,
we
remember?
just did the calculation on how old he is.
How old is he?
He's 19.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
It feels weird patting him. It feels like he's gonna like just break. It's like
Oh.
really like he eats a good amount, but he's just so thin. It's like his body can't hold it anymore.
Yeah. We had a
Crack-
cat that was
Crack ossuary.
21 that passed away last year. She was about the same.
Hmm.
It's very bony
Did
underneath.
she at least keep her eyesight?
Yeah.
She went deaf, yeah, but she could see. Is he blind?
He's blind. Gets by
Oh
though.
no.
No, he does fine. He knows. He just he's like a other senses heightened kind of thing. He's got blind sight. He's fine.
Oh, he looks very comfortable.
Yeah, he won't be when that couch goes.
Oh, he's selling the couch.
I don't think it's like sellable. Really, it's pretty
He's so small.
rubbish.
I thought he
It
was
could-
like
He's-
a teenage cat.
You know, it's I think it's what's it called? Perspective.
They get smaller when they
He's
get
a-
older.
He's a normal-ish size, I think. Like, hang on.
Eh.
See, he's about what arm length? Oh, sorry, buddy.
Ah.
See, heightened senses.
Oh
I
yeah,
hadn't
he
touched him.
does. He does seem a bit bigger once you actually like, get the perspective right. Because for some reason
Yeah.
I thought the couch was like
Bonk.
literally right behind you, like flush to you. I didn't realize there was like a meter between you and the couch.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Oh, he's twitching his ear now.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Rummel.
Rommel.
Desert
Oh.
fox cat. It's good, and he fights a lot, so it works.
Yeah. Is it the only cat you've got there?
No.
Ah?
There's two others.
Two others.
There's,
That's not too bad.
Yeah. No, it's not too bad. But when it gets combined with 4 dogs, it starts to get worse.
And how many birds?
3, but all of them I don't want. I just want to. I kind of just want to let them out and see what happens. But
Well, we haven't had birds from you for a very long time now.
Hmm.
Because remember you could hear them squawking all the time.
no, but that one's still there. She's just quiet right now, but she's
Yeah,
just as loud as usual. I mean, every now and then it's just non-stop.
I don't remember hearing it for like maybe a couple of months now.
That's good. Peace
Yeah,
and
I'm trying to remember
quiet.
the last time we actually could hear it. I think it was like before we started streaming is the last time we
Hmm.
heard the birds.
Yeah, most likely. What was it? Oh, we got a lot of snakes now, too.
Snakes.
We don't
What
own
kind?
them, like not pet snakes. Just snakes are appearing
Oh, right.
more and more frequently in our places. So we've got so far nothing deadly, just a carpet python and some other small little tree snake.
You should get a mongoose.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said. Because there's this argument over like, oh, we're attracting the snakes with like by leaving seed out for birds, and then the rat. And so they're saying that the rats are coming for the seed and the snakes are coming for the rats. And it's like, okay, well, the next step is mongoose. And then what do we get to kill the mongooses?
I thought like mongoose would be a lot more common in Australia considering how many snakes you guys have.
I don't think we have mongooses.
Why can't you import?
Mongai.
You You should be able to
Mongoose.
import. It's not like who is invading? Snakes? Do mongoose? What's the plural? What's plural of mongoose?
Mongies, the mongs.
The mongoose. Mongoose. Plural.
Mongooses. I think it's just mongooses.
Because mongoose makes sense to me. Oh, it is mongooses. Oh
That's
no,
annoying.
Non-standard is mongoose, so you can't
I like
say
mongai. Mongai sounds better.
Mongai. Oh, they're really cute.
They are cute.
They're like long. They're like flat meerkats.
I mean, cuter than birds and snakes, so do we really care if they wipe them out?
I don't think they eat that many birds.
You give shit to the British for introducing hedgehogs.
I don't give shit to the British.
You always talk about.
Who's giving
Fucking
shit to the British?
Brits.
I give
What
shit to the
didn't they
British
do?
for introducing the gauze. We really did
Gauze.
not need gauze.
As in, like,
Oh,
for medical purposes, I think you do need gauze.
You
No, no.
give shit to the British for way worse than that. They're awful.
The gauze. Look, the British are great. You're just haters.
Gorse. Yeah, gorse.
Gauze?
How do you
Gauze,
spell
like
gauze?
the prickly
No, I
stuff.
tell you what. 2/3 of the British are great. 3/3. Three quarters of the British.
3/3
Right?
all of them.
They made the
Welsh,
most interesting history.
Scottish and the Irish. They're great. The English are pricks. Go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of time for Scots. They have like the best accent. My favorite accents
sure
are
we're
Scottish
all
and
just-
Australian.
Oh, funny.
Nice.
Yeah, Australian accent is just like you can say anything and it's automatically funny. Like, you don't even need to
I
like,
don't know
have
if
a
that
punchline
makes it
for...
good.
No, like not in
Am
a
I
bad
most
way. Like, you don't,
amusing?
Definitely in a
Well, same
bad
thing
way.
with the Scottish, right? Like you don't need like a punchline for a joke. You just say it in a Scottish voice, and you're like, yeah, that's funny.
But are we
Yeah, that was
talking the
Billy
really?
Collins thing, right?
Are we talking the really Australian accent? The one. That's
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
You don't hear that much anymore.
Here
much 'cause it's embarrassing.
occasionally.
Tradies cop it out a lot.
Yeah.
Anyone who goes out, football, cricket, all that kind of stuff, they throw it out there.
Like a real bogan accent.
Trent from Punchy.
I find
don't
it
mind it.
amusing.
Yeah, you don't mind it after a while. You're like, yeah, it's just a different way of speaking. It's fine. But they're
Yeah,
a
it's a-
disgrace.
Do you guys get regional accents? Because I haven't noticed that yet.
Yeah, Australians do, for sure.
All Australians kind of sound just.
New Zealanders do as well, to a lesser extent. But
We
there
got,
is a
like-
South Island accent, and there is a Wellington
Yeah.
accent. There is a Hamilton accent, and there is definitely an Invercargill accent. That's probably the most peculiar.
What's the Invercargill accent?
They preserve the rhotic R. Is
R.
this- yeah, the yeah. So they all of the because they're so isolated, and because it's a town founded largely by Irish whalers.
Right.
They preserve that rhotic R. Yeah.
Invercargill. You also muted.
I don't notice the different accents.
It's really hard, yeah.
I'm told that they do exist. They are there, but it just kind of goes in different varying bogan levels. So it just sounds to me like there's two really. There's the city Australian, and then there's the country Australian, and then
Normal
everything
and
else is in between that, and different varying levels of it. But I couldn't say, oh, that guy's from Cairns. Oh, maybe I could, but I don't know
It's
anyone from
more
Cairns.
class accents than regional.
But there
That
aren't
makes
that many
sense.
posh Australians. I can't think of it. I can't think of a really classy Australian accent. I don't think that exists.
No, well, you don't really have classy people, so.
No, we don't.
What about like inner city,
same with-
Sydney and
Oh,
Melbourneians?
they're the worst ones. Like think about
Yeah.
that guy that threw that girl off his balcony.
Oh
What?
yeah.
Who?
Fuck, I remember
He had a
that.
horrible accent.
Who?
Mm.
A few years back, he threw a. He was a New Zealander, wasn't he? And he
No,
threw his
no.
girlriend.
Surely not.
I'm
No,
pretty
Probably.
sure he
Not a
was.
New
He
Zealander.
probably was.
Yeah, from the Gold Coast, no less.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Zealand from the
GC,
Gold Coast.
sick.
Yeah, GC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's not great.
I'm pretty sure he was a New Zealander, but had lived his whole life in Australia, much like the other five. But yeah,
Seeing a lot of bad like Kiwi jokes and like
tell
folks
us.
out now.
Go
Well, no,
on.
there was just this one. There's the butcher near our place, and it's got what did it have? It had. Well, first of all, their sign said "Come meet our meat," which was just lazy.
funny.
That was yeah. It was just fucking lazy. It looked ridiculous. And then, but then, what did it say? Kiwis say it's Tinder as, so TINDERAZZ.
It's
And
10 days, yeah.
I had to read that like 5 times, going, "What the fuck are they talking about?" Because
Right.
I saw Tinder, so I was like, okay, so people are on Tinder
That
with.
sounds more Australian to
Hey.
me.
Because it's really weird.
Tinder.
Like
Tinder.
everyone makes this joke that like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we say it the wrong way, but we drop our vowels. We make them use. Like so.
Yeah,
we'll
I don't
say
get why I
it,
said
but-
I.
Actually,
I would have read it as
Yeah, but it
Tinder
goes
as, like.
to the-
In my
Tinder.
observation, we
Closer
don't
to the
just
schwa.
drop our vowels. We switch them. Like our e's
Yeah.
become i's, our u's becomes a's or something like that.
Yeah.
One of those.
So like
combinations.
you often hear that like the dropping to a U, but what I find with Australians they'll switch them to the higher like the E. So that'll be more like the fish and Q.
But what we care about is how orcs talk.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, we know that from
Like Australians.
Tolkien's work that orcs have menus, therefore they have restaurants and cafes.
really,
yeah.
how do we know this?
Yeah, actually, I've seen that one too. That's great.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue. Sorry about the break there, but I am feeling much better. I'll say
Okay.
that.
All right.
So, Tricky Bob, you have
Hello.
ventured into the ossuary. Yeah.
Yes, that's what bones.
Okay. And you see this place, filled with bones. You see a giant spider up in the corner,
Oh,
just hanging out,
like giant monster spider or giant
like
normal
a
spider?
giant monster spider, like a
Right,
fucking
okay.
huge monster.
There is no such thing as a non-monster spider, Tricky.
Well, it's like a tarantula.
Even those are monsters. Just small.
Relatively
Has it
speaking.
noticed me?
You don't know. It hasn't moved since you walked into the chamber.
Okay, I'm gonna stand where I am,
Okay.
and I will kind of turn around to everyone and say, "Hey, there's some spiders over there, but I
Now,
won't
is
do
this-
anything else."
Is a spider a monstrosity?
That's a great question. I will
I think it's a
answer that
beast.
momentarily. I think it is a beast, actually. Yeah, you're right.
While they're discussing this, I will be tying up the orc chief.
I'll
I'll be
you.
doing
Are we
my
not-
best.
Why aren't we
Alright.
killing this guy?
Can you make a sleight of
I
hand
ask
check,
openly.
Josiah?
What do you want me to make? Sorry.
Sleight of hand.
Can I give him advantage? I'll help him with this.
I said I was going to help too.
That's fine, guys. I got a 25.
Yep.
Do you know the
Um,
trick? Do you know the trick about the rabbit, Josiah?
You follow the rabbit
Goes
in the
around
hole.
the tree.
Yeah, and through, yeah,
Comes
yeah.
out the hole again.
Yep. I follow that exactly, and I rolled a 25.
25.
So I think we're
Only
not
he does it on
killing
a
him.
grand scale.
I think we're not killing him because Hank obviously wants to speak to him about something. But how Hank's going to do that without talking Orcish? So I guess one of you two is going to take the lead here.
Tricky.
But
I'll
I'm,
talk-
Speak
I mean,
orc.
I'll look at the spider. You do the trans. I usually end up wanting to kill him.
I'll grind him up. That's why I'm
Alright.
standing away. I can
But
yell at
can't-
him
Turn the ghosts off.
from 15 feet away. But then they last for 10 minutes. Such a waste of a spell slot.
Fine. I'll talk to the. I'll talk
you
to the
talk.
orc.
All right,
let's
so
let's
you've
not
tied up.
exhaust every avenue here. Just talk to him. If he gives us lip, we kill him.
Mm.
All right, that's fair.
Okay, what was his name?
Okay, so
I asked the group.
you believe his name is Haros
Marg.
Ma'ag.
Oh, so that's the actual leader.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, yeah.
Alright, I'll pick him up by the scruff of his. Do orcs have scruff on their neck? Like
No,
a dog?
No, not really. No.
I pick him up by the scruff of his head.
scruff of his head. You can grab him by his collar.
Yeah, sure, let's do that. Grab him by the collar and pull. Oh, he's lying down tied up. I'll just leave him there. And lean down and I'll say, "Are you?" I've already forgotten his name again.
Haros Ma'ag.
I'm gonna type that into chat. Haros Ma'ag.
Ag. Yeah.
Okay. It's just how I pronounce it.
Close enough.
So,
All right.
I'll lean down and say, Are you Haros?
I am he.
Okay. Do you know where Haros is? He.
You know, he is he. I can't
Sorry,
help.
you don't understand.
It's gonna make a great dad.
All right. Okay, yeah, it's Haros, Hank. What do you want to say to him?
You speak my tongue, elf. Who teach you this language?
One of your traders.
Traitors, yes.
It's good to know your enemies.
It's better to eat them.
I, for one, know that you would relish just being thrown
ask him
down
how he
into
got
this
up
hole.
here.
Looks to the side over to the hole and looks back to you.
Honorable death, but tied up. So, 50-50.
What do you want, elf?
Hank, what do we want?
Why am I alive?
How did he get here?
I'll put my finger up to him every time I'm talking to Hank. How did he
Hank
get here?
is munching on some like some bread or something. He's
Okay.
munching on.
It's a casual interrogation.
Another casual interrogation
Mhm.
from Gimble.
Tell me, how did your people get here?
We came a long way.
From in this cave?
We were sent here.
By who?
Hank.
Not your business, elf.
Hank, someone sent them here. But I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I still don't know how they got. Like, dude, on a boat?
Did you see a boat? Then
No,
yes.
that's why I'm confused.
The tunnel,
gonna,
Gimbal.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. Sorry about that. I'm gonna call out to Usana and say, "Hey, you don't have any of those zone of truth spells, do you?
She comes across
Either
to
you or any of your cohort."
She nods, and she bends down next to you guys, and she casts Zone of Truth, and so this space around you begins to glitter with little streaks of falling, like crystal light.
What do we roll?
Do we recognize it? Yeah.
Charisma.
Yeah,
Charisma.
you're making a saving throw against.
We've seen this
Zone
spell
of-
cast before, so I recognize it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
18.
18?
And I just called out to Usana and asked for it. But...
That too.
Wow, that one.
But she's not in range.
Oh damn!
Tricky
Oh,
Bob's
what's
hiding
the
up
range
with the
of it?
ghosts.
Oh yeah, it's 15 feet, so I'm just far away.
Yeah, you're outside of the Zone of Truth.
Yes, ignore my one.
Okay, so it's a
What's-
15-foot
what's
radius
save wisdom?
sphere centered around the point of your choice, the point of that choice being the orc leader. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. Actually, Usana's a little bit tricky, and she casts it in such a way that she tries to catch anybody that's as close as she can get into it. So it's possibly not centered on him. It's centered in such a way as to catch the most number of you guys.
Good.
As
Alright,
well.
I look up to Josiah quick and say, "Hey Josiah, where's the Skargan blood?"
I say nothing.
Josiah, what was your saving throw, by the way?
It was a 3,
It was a
but
3.
can't I just choose not to speak?
You can choose not to speak. I'm just wondering because
I just cross my arms and I look at Gimbal.
Oh. Fine.
Usana
Fine.
looks back at you, Gimbal, and she says, "Your friend knows more than he's letting on."
I'm well aware of that, Usana. I think they all know more than they're letting on.
Enough of this.
I think they're all
Now
against me.
Talk to this Orcan leader.
Right, hello you. Where did you come from specifically?
She says the orc can still lie. He's
Oh.
not been affected by my spell.
Oh man!
I don't think we should waste time with this guy. I think we should just leave him tied up and move on.
I think we should give him to the Blackguard.
I like that. Let's leave him here. Yeah, Usana, do you want him?
Well, I'm coming with you, am I not?
Yes.
Yeah, alright. We'll leave him here. You can pick him up on the way back.
All right.
Now, is there anything you want to do with him? He is the the leader of the people who captured you and imprisoned you for
Well, hey, no. He's our property for now. I'm not letting you
Alright.
like off him. Haros, we'll let you die gracefully down in the chasm if you just tell us where you came from.
die gracefully.
He grunts.
Okay, die crudely. I changed my wording.
He says, "I challenge you to mortal combat, elf. Let me take your ears.
But I've got an unfair advantage. You're tied up.
You will go to the 9 hells of Bartoa. Gross will eat your liver."
Doing that thing again that makes me want to kill him. My liver.
First.
Okay. Is that just once? Or is that an eternity kind of thing?
Are you stupid, elf?
I mean... no.
Usana looks over to you and she says, "I see your clan's poetry is paying off again."
Thank you, Sarna. But you do better. Go
Well,
on.
look, these things never really play out as we think they're going to.
Hey, no. Let's give Sarna interrogate.
She steps over to the orc and she says, "Is there any point in me asking you questions when you can lie?" And he looks up at her. She's going to make a persuasion check. There's a 3. He just smiles. She runs him through with her moon sword.
See, that's what I would have done. And you guys judge me for that.
I mean, look, I think we probably could have just done it in the heat of battle. Yeah, it kind of seems a little
Hamstringed him.
She stands up and draws the blade out of his corpse and flicks the blood on the snow here on the stairs.
You could have at least tried to feed him his own liver.
She looks back at you, Gimbal. You talk a lot of nonsense.
Well, anyway, let's look at our rope back.
Yeah, I untie his hands.
All right, so you get your rope back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Usana moves up to the next step. She says, "Do we continue down, or you want to explore this ossuary?"
There's
Well, I
spiders
think we
ahead.
explore-
The
Let's
spiders
explore.
are still sitting there, doing nothing. I'm gonna get.
Is there
you guys
one?
to
Is there only one spider?
That I can see.
One that you can see. Yeah.
How
Can
do
I
we-
get initiative checks from everyone?
Sure thing.
Yeah. How do we all feel about spiders?
Look, Grimgar asked
Fine.
us to keep looking through here, so let's keep looking through.
Oh, 19.
What if this spider is a scout?
What are you talking about, Gimble?
What if this spider is of relative intelligence and is just a lookout for other spiders?
I think spiders have that. Do they?
Can I shoot the spider?
You can.
I
shoot.
ask the group.
Yeah, take a hit. Like, let just like across the bow. See if it like scuttles away.
Yeah, Hank doesn't care.
Yeah.
Across the bow means I'm going to try to kill it.
Okay. I will also get perception checks from anybody who's looking into the chamber.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Does an 18 hit, Russ?
An 18 does hit.
Cool. Well, I did 18 and a 23, so 2 hits.
Okay, 2 hits on the spider.
Oh,
That is 16 damage total.
16 damage.
And then my bat
Then you bat. Your
with
what?
a 14.
Okay, so the bat goes swooping in, and as it does, 14.
To hit.
Yes. However, a spider web comes shooting out of sight from the side of the chamber towards your batty bat for a 24 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll probably hit.
And your bat is now restrained.
Does that mean like he's caught in midair and then just kind of like flops to the ground?
It means that he's caught in a web.
Probably still
Right.
attached to the spider.
So he's
Oh dear.
and it's kind of stringing him up presently. Tricky
Doing that
Bob.
thing where they like pull it up with their legs.
Wait, I'm sorry, not Tricky Bob. Right. So at that point, 2 more spiders begin to descend down into the room. Sort of, they come down crawling out of the archway at the top of the roof of the archway from where they are there.
Can my bat make a save to try to get out?
He can make a. It's going to be a strength check. It's not a save, it's a check.
Nat 1.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. He manages to embed himself even further into the spider web.
Are they within 15 feet of me? The
Not
new
yet.
spiders?
The new spiders are... No, they're not. They're above you because it's a giant archway. It's about 60 feet high.
Oh, man.
I'll make it 50 feet.
Just
to be a little bit more
as an
reasonable.
aside, I did get a natural 20 on that perception check.
On the perception check, okay, so Hank, you certainly see there's two new spiders coming down. You can see the other spider at the back of the chamber up in the corner. You're outside the archway, standing on the stairs, yeah?
I knew it. He was the scout.
Okay, so, Hank, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Freeze.
Just look at us with that
I'd
smile.
like to throw an ice knife at one of the two spiders.
Okay, now bear in mind that those two
Oh,
spiders are basically above. They are above Tricky Bob.
But
That's okay.
like more than
Okay.
50 feet above.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's-
ice knife.
Yeah, they're quite a distance though, right?
All right.
Ice
so
knife.
tell us about ice knife.
Ice
It's a
knife,
dex
so,
save and a to hit roll, I think. To
Yep.
hit, then a dex save. Yeah.
It is a to hit, to take piercing damage, and then a dex save to take cold damage. So
Okay. So
we roll to hit first.
roll your to hit roll.
I will roll to hit. So it takes +5. What's that?
Alright.
17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Excellent. All right, and then they need to make a 1d10 piercing damage. So let's get my d10. I hardly ever get to use my d10. Jeez, quite nice.
D10 coming up.
All right.
So how's everybody doing in chat today?
So that's 7 plus. Is that plus anything? No,
7.
7 damage.
7 damage.
And then the shard explodes.
Okay, and a dex
7
save.
damage, please. And then the shard explodes.
Oops, that's the wrong encounter.
And whoever is caught within 5 feet.
I have 2 questions then. Is Batty within 5 feet? And if it does hit him, can it also rip up the web?
No, Bat's not within 5 feet, and the creatures are on either side of a wide archway, so they're not within 5 feet of each other either. So only one creature is
So
going
he
to
just needs to make a
dex save.
dexterity 13 saving throw.
Dex
Yep.
13
Dexterity 13.
save. Ooh, that's a 22. So that
Alright.
spider crawls around the side of the archway and takes cover for a moment as the ice knife explodes. So he has taken how much damage? 7
Just
damage.
7.
Okay. And that
We can
spider
see
is
all of Russ's rolls.
that spider is pretty wounded. You can if you watch the stream. Although I can roll not to the without rolling to the
Yeah.
thing as well. That was Hank's turn. Tricky Bob, you are next in our initiative order.
Can I move closer to... So the spider that I saw originally, that one engaged?
50 feet away. It did not engage.
50? It hasn't.
Yeah. It's on the other
Has
side of
the-
the chamber, and then there's two above you that are about 30 feet away.
Oh man, it's so far away. Okay,
very
well
close.
then I'll stand where I am and then I'll just tell the dead the one that's the closest, the one that's been shooting webs.
Okay. Well, the two that are the same distance, one on either side of the entrance.
Okay, the one that's got Batty webbed.
Okay. Cool. So toll the dead. It's a wisdom save.
Yeah.
And it was nearly an 8, but it was a natural 20.
Okay.
Half damage? No damage.
Yeah, no damage.
Okay.
No
so
damage from me.
boom! The bell goes off, and it echoes around the chamber and out through the archway, through the actual vertical tunnel,
Okay.
rather loudly. Any
I
other
will
actions?
also cast healing word on everyone.
Healing word on everyone. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
So everyone takes 5 HP, and I'll give a bonus action to Gimbal.
Bonus action to Gimbal. All right, Gimble, you get your it's a
Yay.
reaction, I think.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot the one that's got my baddie tangled up.
Okay.
I use a charge of melting moment to make it all acidy.
Roll to hit.
25.
25 hits.
Rolled a 1. 5 normal damage and... Ooh, that's good. And 7 acid damage.
And 7 acid
Damn.
damage. Okay, well that spider, you strike it in the face, melting off its face basically with your acid damage, and it drops from its web next to Tricky Bob. This dead spider melting now just lands next to you. It scuttles for a moment and tries to get out from the acid, but it dies. It expires. Tricky Bob.
That's my
Back
turn.
to your turn because that was a reaction from Gimbal. Do you have
I
any
did
other
my
actions?
my bonus action, so I'm
Okay,
spent.
and you're gonna stay put. Okay.
Yeah.
Josiah, then it is your turn. Seeing as
Okay,
the spider's
I'll slot up the card and I'll aim for, I guess, the one that's got Batty
so
tangled up to it.
He's
the
already dead.
Oh, is that one dead? Okay.
heavy Orcan crossbow, isn't it?
Yes, it is a heavy Auckland crossbow.
Called Puckard, and you are aiming at the next nearest spider. Is that correct, or the distant
Yep.
one?
Yeah, whatever's left. So
Well, there's 2 left, so you choose near or far.
far.
All right.
Okay, the thing's got 400 feet of range, so the far's good.
Far is good. Roll to hit.
16 to hit.
16 does hit.
All right. And that does 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
And that's all I'm going to do right now.
That's all you're going to do right now. Okay. Okay. All right. So the remaining spider that is on the door drops down from its position at the top of the arch to within about 30 feet of Tricky Bob. You're there. So it's going to make a ranged web attack at you. 8 is a fail. So the web comes down and you step just back a foot or two, enough for the web to miss you. But it covers the floor, making it sticky right there in the entranceway. The entrance is now difficult terrain. Gimblay, your turn.
I will
His
run
name's
up,
Gimbal, by the
pull
way.
out... Sorry?
I was just saying, anybody that's watching, his name's actually Gimbal, not Gimblay. I'm just
Gameplay's fine.
Gimblay's
Take it.
fine. Okay. Yeah,
What the hell do I have in my mess kit? Simple cutlery. I'm going to pull out a knife.
Uh-huh. You pull out a knife.
You not have a dagger or anything?
No, I don't. I have a short sword, but I need something a little bit closer. So I'm pulling out my butter knife.
I see.
Okay, I see you doing this, and I'll just call out. There's a dagger on my belt if you want it.
Where is he nearby?
Is he nearby? Yeah. You guys are
I'll
pretty close
run to
each
him, grab the dagger, give him the butter knife, and then
Swap it over.
run over and cut Batty free.
other. Okay. No. Batty is
Damn it.
up in the air.
Oh, I thought I killed the one that had him. Oh wait, he's in the. Oh,
It doesn't matter whether you kill him or not. He's webbed to the ceiling inside the chamber.
all right. Well, scratch all of that then. The hell do I? Oh, I know. How high up is this?
The web of the bat, where the bat
Yes.
is, 40 feet.
Lovely. I'm gonna reach into my quiver of blah blah blah,
Yep.
Ilona?
Quiver, yep.
where I've stacked up a bunch of javelins.
All right.
18 of them, in fact.
So you
And
draw
I'm gonna start flinging javelins into the web and see if that cuts it down.
Okay, you can try. Roll to hit.
Do. I haven't actually equipped them. Hang on.
What's the roll that he has to get to make it so that he hits the
Well,
bat
he's going to
and
have to
stuff
hit
like
the web, then he's going to have to do a certain amount of damage.
17 to hit. Oh, it's with disadvantage because it's over 30 feet away.
Right.
Hang on.
that. Can you not just dismiss him and then re-combat or something?
No, I can't. That would be too useful.
That would be too useful. Okay, so 19 to hit, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 17.
17 to hit. Okay, well, you hit the web. Let's get a damage roll.
It's 5 damage.
5 damage. Yeah, you split one of the main web strands, but it's not enough to free the bat at this point.
I'll throw a second javelin.
Alright, roll to hit.
8 to hit.
Sadly, that just goes between the webbing.
Damn.
And hits the wall, and now that javelin's hanging from the ceiling too.
Then can my bat now try to break out?
Can make an attempt to break out. It's making a strength check.
13 plus, I don't think it has a plus because it's bat. -2, 11.
Yeah, he does not get out.
Damn it. Okay. Frustrating. That's me.
That's you. Alright. Well, the giant spider at the back scuttles across the ceiling at a rate of knots, moving about 60 feet out from the frame of the archway above, basically behind the archway where you can't see. So it's hidden at this point. From that position, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. It's Hank's turn. There's one spider hanging from a thread halfway down the archway on the right-hand side.
Cool. I'm going to shoot him with my short bow.
Shoot him with your short bow. Roll to hit, please.
Shooty-doo.
Shoot him with the short bow.
Is 18.
18 to hit. That's a hit. That's gonna hit. Alright. Damage.
4 is 5 damage.
5 damage. Epic. Okay, that spider is actually wounded from that. He seems to be oozing spider blood. Sort of trickled down nearby Tricky Bob. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Hank?
That's all I can do at the moment.
Okay, so Tricky Bob, it's your turn.
Is anyone within 15 feet of me yet?
Within 15 feet? No, nothing is
Yeah.
within 15 feet.
Damn.
The spiders are hanging up quite high on the ceiling.
Is it just one hanging up?
One is hanging up, the other one is hiding behind the archway hanging as well, but you can't see.
Oh, okay, right.
We could make you fly.
You could
Someone
step
throws
Fly
me.
around with ghosts.
Tricky Bob, if you were to step forward
Oh, so
5
it's-
feet and
so
look
it's-
directly above you, you might be able to see that spider. But you would be
I won't
stepping...
be able to see it.
You'd be stepping through the archway into the room completely.
Okay. You know what? I'll do that. I'll step forward.
You step forward. Okay, so you take 5 feet forward.
Mhm.
Make a perception check.
Yes. 12.
12. You cannot see the spider.
Hmm. Can I still see the one that was hanging above me before?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just
No.
totally dead him again.
Alright, so you told the dead him. He's making a wisdom save, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, you wouldn't believe that. A natural fucking 20.
Again. All right. That's all I got.
All you got. Okay, then it is Hosea. Your turn.
Okay, unfortunately, due to the nature of my crossbow, I'm just going to have to spend the turn reloading it.
Reloading it. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
which
what-
is a real pain in the ass. So I drop it down to my knee, and I'm fumbling with the action and trying to pull it down,
Alright.
and that's what I do.
That's what you do. Okay, well, in which case, giant spider C drops to the floor from its position halfway down the archway, scuttles forward towards the nearest individual, who I assume is Josiah, because he's been shooting in that direction, and attacks with a bite. Josiah,
Okay, alright.
what's your
Damn.
AC, Josiah?
Without my shield equipped, which it's not at the moment,
Yeah.
it's 16.
16. Okay, so the first spider bite attack comes clamping down on your armor and fails to penetrate through your armor. The spider lets go with its jaws. And let's see if its web recharges. Oh, and it has. So it spits another web at you, Josiah, but it misses with a 12. So another web.
From its mouth?
From his bum, probably. Like, sticks up.
I don't know. Either that or it turns and
Does it like rear back and point
Yeah.
its ass at me and it's
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
Okay, all right,
sense.
that makes more sense.
It does a little scuttle turn and a bit of a
Yeah.
dance and spits a web out of its ass at you and then turns back to bite you.
Maybe
but-
just cocks one leg. You know?
Cocks a leg.
Mhm.
Cocks,
Okay.
cocks 3 legs.
Yeah.
Like, eh. Okay,
Yeah.
Gimbal, it's your turn.
Poor Patty. Do I just keep doing what I'm doing? Yeah, I do. All right, I'll throw some more javelins at the wall.
All right, throw some more javelins at the wall.
There's a nat 1.
Okay, that one's broken.
Mm-hmm. And then the next one. It's a 7.
A 7. Okay, that one didn't hit anything. It just bounces off.
Okay, and
Right.
then Batty will try to escape again.
Okay, so another strength check.
10.
No. Okay.
Ah!
The giant spider from the top, which was at the back but has scuffled forward to the archway, now scuttles out of the archway across up to the outside of it, still sitting very high up. From there, it leaps down into the center of your group. Actually, trying to get behind your group. Who's at the back?
KIRKBY Bob's at the entrance, and I guess I'm the furthest in.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am.
So I'm assuming. Well, you're shooting.
right,
Both
I
of you're
don't
throwing
know.
javelins. I think
Probably
you
getting-
and Josiah must be standing near Tricky Bob, just 5 feet back from her, flanking her on either side, in order for you to be attacking into the chamber, which you were doing to hit the bat's web, and which Josiah was doing to attack the bat, the web, the spider that was at the back of the chamber that has now come out. So I figure you guys are pretty much directly underneath it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's gonna land behind Josiah. Hank, where are you?
Yeah, good question. Obviously, I must be inside the ossuary, right, in order to be shooting at these spiders.
No, you could be outside because they have been sort of hanging out on the entrance, on the
So
archway.
they're also outside the ossuary,
Yeah.
just hanging out on the entrance
Yeah.
archway. Okay, cool. So I would be outside as well then, I guess, in order to shoot them.
Okay, so you want to roll to hit this particular
Yeah.
these two spiders, one of these two, the hurt one or the non-hurt one?
Are they within 5 feet of each other?
No.
Okay. I will shoot. Excuse me, the non-hurt one.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So, yep. That is. I'm guessing that's a hit, but I'll do the thing properly. It's 23.
Okay, you roll your damage. Do your damage. This is a short bow, right?
Yep. So
Alright.
that's 7 damage.
7 damage. Okie
7
dokie.
damage.
So you loose a short bow arrow at the spider, striking it in the flank. It penetrates its hardened chitin shell and kind of sticks out. You now have its attention. Okay, so Hank, is that your turn? Do you have any other actions or bonus actions?
I'm going to. Yeah. I might then try and find cover at the archway.
Find cover.
So, behind one of the pillars or
Not
something
much
like that.
cover here. You're on an open step. Basically, the next best cover is either. I mean, you could jump down to the next step, or you could try and climb up to the last one. But I'm going to suggest that's going to take a round or two to do. So, depending
Okay.
on.
I'll probably jump down there.
It's an open space. So you want to jump down to the next step, 10 feet below.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so Hank, you do that. Excellent. You can make a perception check as we skip over to Tricky Bob.
Are any of these spiders within 15 feet of me?
There are now, yes, there are now 2 spiders within 15 feet of you. They are both
Yay.
there.
Can they do wisdom saves?
Wisdom saving.
seem very wise to
throws.
me.
The first one is a very wise spider and rolls a 19, surprisingly. The second one is not a very wise spider and rolls a 3.
Yay. Okay.
So half damage and then
so,
full damage.
so 10 full and then 5 half?
Okay, so 5 half, 10 foot.
And then I'll toll the dead, the one that took full damage.
Okay. Roll
So
your...
it's another
wisdom
whiz.
save. Wisdom save. It's another 3.
Oh, yay. Okay. So he
2d12,
takes 15 damage.
Okay, the toll goes off. Boom! And you're seeing his legs getting ripped off by the shaking, and his chitin armor is beginning to come off in pieces. And the creature itself just makes this spidery squeal, and finally collapses in a pile of organic trash.
Okay.
Okay, is that your turn, Tricky Bob?
Yep. It's me.
Okay. And that was the one that had already been done. Okay. Okay, cool. There's one left. And it's Josiah's turn.
Now, was the one that Tricky Bob just decimated the one attacking me? Or...
yes. One.
Okay, that leaves the one who is close to Hank, I think?
Yep.
So I guess I'll just put a bead on it with my Picard and fire away.
All right, so you've managed to reload your enormous Orcan crossbow, and you have about to fire. Roll to hit, please.
Okay. There you are, the Picard.
Thump.
11 to hit.
Sadly, the spider scuttles at the last moment, and your Picard's crossbow bolt flies between its legs and misses, shooting out into the chasm.
I sling it behind my back, and I start reconsidering why I carry this thing around.
Right.
Yeah.
Huge thing.
And then I'll draw my sword, and that's my turn.
That's your turn. All right. So the spider that has just been missed, the last remaining spider, it tries to web Hank from above. 18. Okay,
18 to
Hank,
hit.
you can make a strength check. Sorry, no, I need to be clear. You don't get to make a strength check. You can, as an action, make a strength check on your turn.
Next turn, right?
Okay, but right now you've been webbed. So when we get to your turn, we'll come back to that. The creature also gets to bite the nearest person from there, which is going to be Gimbal on this occasion. 17 to hit Gimbal?
No.
No, okay. So the spider does not penetrate your fancy armorage. But it is your turn, Gimbal. What would you like to do?
Well, that's frustrating. I guess I stopped throwing javelins at my bat, and I guess I'll draw my short sword and I'll hit this thing.
All right.
17 to hit.
That hits.
And 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay.
13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Damn. Okay. And bat will try to escape again.
All right, so let's make a strength check for the bat.
Oh, for 8.
How the bat not go nowhere? Okay.
That's me.
Hankos, it is your turn.
All right. Now, just because I'm restrained by this webbed material, by this webbed stuff, I can still use my short bow, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to shoot the dastardly beast that shot me.
All right, so you're
With
shooting
this
up
web.
at it now from below.
Yeah.
All right, so just
That's
roll
right.
hit.
Not great. 14 for the hit.
14 meets and beats.
All right, cool. So that does not great also. 5 damage.
Well, as it so happens, it had 2 hit points left. And
Oh.
thusly, your short bow arrow smushes into its face and through its brain from below, sticking out the back of its bulbous, many-eyed heads. You see its eyes kind of roll around a bit, and its legs clatter, and then it stops,
Ew.
and everything goes quiet. All you can
Guys,
do
I've been
now-
meaning to talk to you about the way in which you've been killing various creatures, like acid dissolving faces and bells that just explode things. Yeah, I think we've got to be a bit better than this.
Don't you
We
get
seem-
shame?
Yeah.
We seem
Sure.
quite monstrous, in my opinion.
I'm
You
still
know?
throwing. I'm just gonna keep throwing javelins at my bat
Mm.
and just going.
I'm
Yep.
just saying, like,
Absolutely.
I don't think we need to stop entirely, but if we could just dial it back a notch, I think we're building this reputation that I don't find represents me as a brand.
Reputation of who? Spiders?
No one saw us kill these spiders.
Look, I'm just saying, like, we appear to be quite villainous in my opinion.
Hmm.
Are you our
There's-
brand manager? Are you
there's
like our
no-
PR?
There's no nice way to kill a spider. Just so.
Yeah, I just
Except poison. Or like
I'm just saying.
knock them out. Decapitation.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Road
what are we
to
up to? We're inside at Crypt.
Ross, can I free Batty?
You're presently outside the archway. Tricky Bob is 5 feet inside the ossuary.
Mm.
It smells very old and very musty. There's frost on everything.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have
Not
an
a quick-
investigation. What's the guts with
Yeah,
this
sure.
area?
I'll investigate.
Okay, let's get some investigation checks, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a poke around as well.
Yeah.
Can Batty be free now, Russ?
Batty can make 3 athletics checks.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I better do that too then, eh?
And there's one of them's a 20.
One of them's a 20. All right.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I turn around and go, Hank, I forgot about that, and I go to cut you free, but find a butter knife in place of my my dagger.
Hank, you can actually cut yourself out of the webbing, especially now that you're not in combat.
I did roll 3 times as well, and I got 17, 19, and 11. I reckon.
Okay. Well, you would have ripped your way out of the webbing in a couple
Especially using leather bar.
Right. So within a minute, you're out of the web. Getting the bat out is a bit tricky. You got a natural 20 though, didn't you, for the bat?
Yeah, I got a nat 20.
Okay. So your
And it'd
bat.
been squirming for a long while.
He's been squirming for a while. He manages to break out of the spider web and comes flying down to you and lands on your arm, perhaps,
Good.
if that is
Yep,
acceptable.
upside down on my arm.
Upside down, hanging off your arm. Okay. You could just throw him over your shoulder. He could hang down your back. You know,
I don't know what he'd hold on to.
your quiver.
Yeah, let's do that. Can
Okay.
he fit in that magic quiver?
Yes, but it might kill him.
Ah, okay, well, let's not do that. He can hang on to the quiver on the back. That sounds good. That's
Alright.
convenient.
Convenient. All right, so you got a bat hanging on your quiver now. Cool. All right. And this room seems largely empty. What do we get for investigations? A natural 1 from Tricky Bob.
No, it's an unnatural one. That was a 2.
Oh, it was an unnatural
4.
1. Okay, it was a 2. And you rolled. Yeah, okay. You have to get your head around the fact that Tricky Bob's
I got a
investigation
19.
checks are in fact less.
Tricky,
than
check
the
out these skulls.
19. Did you say, Josiah?
Hank got a 19. I got a
Oh,
16.
you got a 16. Okay.
Or a 15, one of the two.
All right.
I got a 19.
What you find is under the base layer of skulls and bones, there appears to be a stone box, like a crypty thing. It's got
Crypty thing.
fairly large embossed designs and patterns on the outside of it, covered in dust and crap from possibly thousands of years of it.
Is it like writing?
Writing, you can. Do you want to touch it?
Tricky Bob,
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot
you
of, there's a lot
know
of dust.
stones and you know giant.
There's giant stone here?
Well, this seems like a giant graveyard.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I do.
I guess.
I mean,
Like
like,
an elephant graveyard.
do you think that perhaps you could maybe trigger some memories back to your schooling days of what we're looking at here?
Okay. Can I do a history check on the
Yep, you can make
walls?
a history check on the room. In fact,
So I've got where's my stupid stone cunning? I get
you can have advantage. For
advantage,
this
I
check.
think.
Yeah, you can
Wait,
have
no.
advantage. I'm giving you advantage. Don't argue. Don't
Yay.
argue with me. Don't go digging for rules that are going to contradict your
No,
advantage.
I've got stone cunning. It's actually a thing that I need to use.
I know, it's true. And here's
Otherwise,
the
it's
challenge.
useless.
Okay,
18.
18. Very good. So, not only is it an ossuary for storing bones and what have you, but you also realize that this is possibly an actual tomb. There may be somebody's body in this box. And the outside of it, the inscriptions on the outside seem to be largely weathered and worn down in places. It's hard to read, but here lies the ... of what does it say? Something master, and then a few letters. It trails off again, where it's been worn down and weathered out. But clearly somebody's body, some sort of something master of something.
Right.
You get the impression. Yeah.
Does it look particularly grand?
Looks quite grand. It's big. It's a big granite sarcophagus for a giant. So it's fucking huge.
Now, Grimgar did send us down here, but he also has shown he doesn't like when we raid crypts.
I was about to say, isn't that a bit hypocritical that he told, like, before we weren't allowed to touch any of his stuff?
You might say
because it was sacred.
Hypocritical.
And then, but as soon as it's not here, it's just like, oh, whatever, just go down and take whatever you can, bring it to me.
Back. I mean, I get maybe he just wants a little bit of, a few things from home, or his past. So, but I guess the one thing I'm worried about is if this is some kind of grand tomb, ossuary. If we open this thing, are we going to be cursed? Is there a trap? Is there something physical that's going to drop on us?
Usana?
Yes.
Can you come open this for us, please?
She looks around and looks over at the crypt. Is that what you're talking about? No.
Okay, well, I mean, like, let's have a look-see around. Like, is there any kind of mechanism, or, like, Hank, can you check to see if there's some kind of magic dealie that's gonna spring forward and spray acid in my face, or curse me and remove my bones, you know?
Right. It might just suck the bones out of you.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh.
It's true. That's how the
Jellyman.
That's how the whole ossuary is in fact a mimic. And it just sucks your bones out.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I'll do a check on the outside, the physical aspect of it. Is there anything in terms of levers or mechanisms or something that it looks like it's gonna trap me?
You want to make an investigation check, Josiah?
Yeah.
I think that's the answer to this.
Is there anything else? Oh no, my investigation was terrible. There's a corridor though, isn't there? Another corridor we can go down.
There is no corridor.
It's an 18.
An 18. You
So
checking the sarcophagus over. Firstly, it's tricky because the top of it is covered in bones that go up to the fucking ceiling.
Yeah.
And so you can't really look all around it without uncovering all those bones, which will take quite a while. But looking around it cursorily at the areas that you can see and along the edges of the sarcophagus itself, the lid, it seems to have a kind of a lip that comes down over the edge, so that whatever the lid is covering the edge of the sarcophagus box. You get the impression it's a case of lift the fucker up.
Yep.
Just lift it up. You don't think it's locked or anything like that, but you could clearly say that lid is probably a ton or a couple of tons.
Okay, all right, that makes it more difficult. Oh, I mean, I don't have any ideas. I'm just saying it makes it difficult.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic as a ritual spell.
All right.
It's going to take me 10 minutes.
10 minutes to cast Detect Magic? Okay. All
By doing that,
Hank's busy for 10 minutes. What do you
did
guys do?
Onglamore give us anything for, like, contacting her or inquiring about giant stuff?
I would tell her we just call her name.
Right?
Yeah.
Not
Okay, I'm going to
specific.
shout Onglamore as loud as I can.
It echoes around inside the chambers.
Your minion
Can you make
beseeches the...
perception check?
Beseech.
please?
Perception.
Perception. Oi.
Perception. Not me, I'm busy.
10 for me.
19.
Or.
And Hank?
Hungry.
Hank.
Oh, natural 20 for
Natural
23.
20. Okay,
Nice.
so Hank, you and Gimbal both hear somewhere in the distance this sound coming from the spiral staircase outside the chamber that you're in. We'll call it the corkscrew staircase.
Mm-hmm.
So coming from out there and down further, you hear this sound, a number of sounds, one after the other, that sound like...
I think she's down there. Can I do a
The sound goes on for a little while.
maybe nature check?
Minute. Nature check, sure you can.
Is whatever if it's a monstrosity, then I have advantage on a check about it. But
You really want it to be a monstrosity, even
no, I
angling for a
want to
monstrosity
use this thing at some point.
all
So,
day.
but like I don't know how to ask for it if I don't know what it is.
Right.
So I'm basically saying I'm doing a nature check. If it's a monstrosity, I have advantage, but I
Okay.
don't know if it's a monstrosity.
Not a monstrosity, no advantage. Nature check.
All right, 10.
10. No clue.
Hmm.
Who else heard this? It was Hank, wasn't it?
Mm.
Hank, would you
Yeah,
like to
Hank
make a
did, yeah.
nature check?
Sure.
Could something big fit up here, like through the stairwell?
That is 19.
19. All right,
for
well,
nature.
something about the sound. I mean, you also got a natural 20 for your perception check, didn't you?
Perception.
So something about the sound is familiar to you, and it reminds you of being in the bowels of the trial at Fractos. And the sound sounds like it reminds you of those statues that came alive in the walls in Fractos and ripped their way out of the walls. And it sounded just like they did when they burst out one at a time from the walls, these great frescoes.
Crapper.
Well, I
it's
hear a
coming
noise.
from-
Coming
So
From the
below.
staircase?
From the staircase, from below in the staircase.
Oh god, is it
let's
three,
say just
three
just
giants?
we triggered a trap or something, so you may as well open the sarcophagus.
When he says we triggered a trap, he means I triggered a trap by screaming
have
out
triggered
Anglemore's
a trap.
name at the top of
Okay,
my
well,
lungs.
I don't think I can lift a ton.
I'll
um,
help.
You're going to help him to try and lift...
Combined, we can lift a ton through the power of friendship.
Really? Really? A ton, you say?
Is it a ton? How big is this thing?
Well, it's going to weigh like... Let me put it into terms that you will appreciate. It weighs about 4 or 5 cars.
Okay. But it's really big, right? This is a giant thing?
Yes. Yes.
How big is there a keyhole
No.
or a crack in it or
It's just-
anywhere
just a
that we
lid.
can sneak in?
You know how Tupperware just sits on top of the thing
Yeah.
Yeah.
and covers the lid?
Yeah.
It's just like that. Except
Alright,
that, I mean,
alright,
it doesn't have a
alright,
seal
let's-
per se.
What?
but,
But that spear's above us.
the spear is out in the corridor. Out in
So-
I mean, you're in a separate room off the
Oh,
side.
so we're in like a side
Yeah,
like,
we're
chamber
almost
built
like,
into the
um,
wall.
So this,
Okay.
this is the
Underneath
tunnel
the
that comes
frost
down
camp.
from the roof,
Yeah.
right? You're winding your way down the tunnel, and then off from that tunnel is a chamber. In fact, you get the impression there's a number of little nodule chambers that surround the staircase as it winds down.
Right. Okay. So there's plenty more to explore. Okay, I thought this was the final room. I wish I still had my potion of giant strength.
You are about well, you don't even know how far down you
Yeah.
are because you've not seen the bottom.
No, but there's more, which is good. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's-
Okay. Cool.
For sure, yeah.
All right. Well, then we can't open it. Maybe there's a command word in giant. Chicky.
Stop speaking giants.
I say open and giant, but not very loudly.
I want to take the
I tried.
piss. I want to take the piss and say it opens quietly,
Yeah.
but not very loudly. Sadly, no, nothing happens. It seems to be
Yep,
inert.
well, I tried a gimbal.
Tricky, but sorry, Hank, have you still got detect magic running, or you're doing it now, aren't you?
The ritual.
Yeah.
Casting it. So it takes 10 minutes. So
Right.
I'll let you decide whether or not it's been 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's been 10 minutes.
Are the sounds getting louder?
No, they stopped. After
Oh, good.
after about 1 minute, they stopped. Everything goes quiet again.
False alarm.
Yeah, let's deal with that later. Like,
Sounds
I've
like
got an
those erupting
idea.
statues.
Yeah, well, if it's erupting statues from the wall, the only things that we saw on the way down were giants, which is a bit of a worry, but we'll deal with that later, I think.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, I've got to detect match up. I want to.
All right, so-
Scope about the room, specifically the big old sarcophagus.
Okay. You do get a slight edge of light. Just if you look up at the lid of the sarcophagus from underneath, you can see this tiny crack of light where occasionally little streams of magical current are just edging their way out. You get the impression there's a lot more in there. It's contained. The other thing that you notice is there's a couple of
magic stuff in there.
Yeah, and there seems to be a couple of spots. Oh, well, hang on. What's the range on your detect magic? 30 feet?
Sorry?
30 feet is the range on detect magic? Yeah, yeah. Okay, and you're standing by the sarcophagus. You don't move around too much.
30 feet, yeah, 30 feet in a sphere.
30 feet in a sphere. Okay, yeah. Well, you can't see the ceiling. You notice that there is residual magic that lays in the tiles of the floor, between the tiles. Some just very, very gentle residual magic. Not enough to actually really do much with, but like a long time ago it might have been a thing. It seems to trace its way around some of the inset paintings and carvings in the walls as well.
Interesting.
Hank, can you magically open doors?
I think we lost him. Again. All right.
So not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Oh, not yet. Okay, there he is.
Is there anything that we could possibly do here?
Can we smash it?
You could try. You could try to smash it. I mean, if you had a mace or a hammer
Wait,
or something.
wait.
You could...
Hank, wormish means. Can you scoop the stone?
I can't do that through not solid stone. I can make the stone difficult terrain. That's
Well, Tricky Bob, maybe you gotta take a couple swings with a hammer if this isn't too sacrilegious to play.
I don't think it is. Is it?
Yeah, let's not think about it too much.
Is it? What do you think, Tricky Bob? This is the sarcophagus of a people that is held sacred to your ancestors. But that being said, the treasures inside it, blah blah.
Can I tell what affiliation, like what deity this might be affiliated with?
Well,
Probably
certainly,
anima, I would imagine.
Certainly the ordning, and you know what? You can make a religion check, please.
Certain gods are just less important than others.
Exactly. What if it's like 5?
5.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's too worn and hard to tell. You get the impression that all of the gods of the ordning are carved on the outside of the sarcophagus, though.
Yeah, that might be a bit sacrilegious.
Alright,
you see Memnor's,
let's just leave it.
You see Memnor's face has been ground out.
Oh,
it's not a good sign.
Well,
That's a good thing, right?
Well, it's interesting because it means that this was before Memnor betrayed everyone. So
Was it after? Because then Memnor's face would have been on it if he hadn't betrayed everybody.
no, so that it would have been buried before he betrayed everyone, and then ground off afterwards, right?
Oh yeah.
Quite
Yeah,
likely.
true.
that makes
Unless they
sense.
use like a standard template and then they just didn't want to edit.
Yeah, they
the
never
font.
updated it.
Yeah. So
Right.
then-
This is all
how you can
historians
get a
we're
template
talking.
first.
Yeah.
Well, we don't
Can
know
I
what the
make a-
we don't know the giants' industry.
Can I make a stone cutting
Stone.
check
Yes.
on the way this was
Yep.
made?
For sure you can, yeah.
Okay. So that's advantage, I think,
Yep,
on
yep.
my history.
Wow, okay.
Yay. I'm really using the skill now. Oh boy. Oh no, actually not bad. 18.
18. Okay. You would say, Tricky Bob Stoneheart, that the way in which this was carved, you assume they must have carved the whole thing, and at some point more recently the face was ground off. But even then, that was well over 10,000 years or more. Could be twice that.
Okay, I see.
But I mean, bear in mind what you're standing in is from the first age, and you are in the third age of Sidariel.
How long is an age?
About 10,000 years.
Okay.
Tricky Bob,
Mm-hmm.
may I borrow your warhammer?
No.
No, because then I'm consenting to doing this. So
No, we made a loud noise and some noises came back. So if we start smashing away at things, it's probably not good. Let's leave it for now. We can come back.
Mm.
Well, look, the only thing that I'm saying here, right, is that they obviously don't hold the overall structural integrity of these things too valuable because they've ground off the face of Memnor. So all I'm going to do is make Memnor's face even less on this. And if accidentally my crowbar goes all the way through, that's unfortunate collateral damage, but it's been established that it's not sacrilegious.
Do you guys
Yeah, it's not
remember
gonna happen.
about 10 minutes ago?
I'm gonna grab my crowbar. I'm gonna kneel down just quietly, and under my breath, I'm gonna say, "Adam, I'm sorry if this upsets you, but I think this is for the greater good." And then I'm gonna chip away at where Memnor's face still is.
Okay, you can make your own warhammer to do that.
No, I'm using my crowbar. I've got one.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
use
you're
the prying edge of it so I chip away at the stone.
Okay.
Was something
Wait a minute.
bad
Hang on.
habits.
I've just had a thought.
Yeah.
I've just had a thought, right?
Tim has something very
I
interesting
never
to say.
get to use this feature.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
wondering if now this is a good time that we can actually make use of it.
All right.
I'm getting sick of this room.
I have minor alchemy, right? I can temporarily alter the physical properties of one non-magical object, changing it from one substance into another.
Right.
Oh.
Perform a special alchemical procedure on an object, and for each 10 minutes you spend performing transform up to 1 cubic foot material. So if I take after
Jelly.
1 hour or until concentration, it reverts to its original substance. So if I take 5 feet, right, that's 50 minutes, so just under an hour,
Right.
and transmute this
An hour?
stone, like a stone portion, into wood, and then we can just hack away at it. It'll
Why
be
not
much
make it
easier
glass
than
or
stone,
something
right?
cool? Glass or water
I don't
or
think I can
jelly?
make it glass.
Jelly.
I think there's only certain. So yeah, I can compose entirely of wood, stone, iron, copper, or silver, and transform it into a different one of those materials.
Well,
so
make
it
stone
wood.
I can do.
Make it pumice or something.
No,
You know,
make it wood. Wood's good.
Make it something light so we can just boom boom instead of
Sandstone.
I'm not sure if they.
Balsa wood.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
wood is
not
the
sure if
weakest thing.
they're
Yeah,
Yeah.
Out of game, I'm going to rule wood is the weakest out of all
Okay.
of the substances.
I would say wood, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend a good amount of time transforming 5 cubic feet of just under an hour. 5 cubic feet of maybe the front part of this sarcophagus.
Are you the
into
front
wood.
part or the part where Josiah already started drilling in the face of Anam?
I'm not sticking around for an hour, Steve.
Probably
Yeah.
the most convenient to get into. So
I would say
I
stick
don't
with
know,
Memnor's
Desire
face.
is-
Just stick with Memnor's face.
Memnor's face. That's what I meant.
This is our clause. This is our asterisk for grave
let's
robbing.
do Memnor's face. Let's make that area. Memnor's face is going to be turned to wood and then chopped out with if we've got hand axes or something. I'm pretty sure one of my packs has a hand axe in it.
All right.
I'm gonna go for a stroll while they spend an hour
Yeah, I'm joining
desecrating
Gimbal.
this.
Okay,
desecrating
Just
this.
1 hour and we get riches from it.
So-
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
pretty
great.
good
You-
trade-off, right?
For in that hour, where are you going to go? Because let's be clear, you are in
Yep.
a chamber that is maybe a total of 60 feet in all directions. It has no other entrances or exits except for the archway that goes back to the spiral stairs.
Going down the spiral stairs.
So you're going to go down another level of the spiral
Yep.
stairs. Okay. Can you make a perception check, please?
Sure. Tricky, I might go 60 feet ahead of you in my sneaky ways.
Sure.
Can I also
you-
get
You clomp.
initiative checks from everybody, just in case anything
Oh,
has
no.
to happen?
Okay. Initiative
That's just for Gimble,
15.
I imagine.
It's for everyone. I'll get.
And what was the
initiative.
other thing? Perception. You asked for.
Everyone. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's useful to have you guys in the
Yeah.
initiative order, just in
Do I
case
have?
they get split up. You guys might find them, and
Yep.
who knows? We need to
You
know
have
what order
favorite
people
terrain. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for proficiency skills using int or whiz. Aha! I get more perception.
All right, so
Yeah.
Hank, you are doing the magic thing with the wall of the sarcophagus, turning it into wood, transmuting it into wood so you can smash your way through. This is going to take a while. Gimbal, you go outside, you make a
22.
perception check, 22. 3 stairs down at the next archway, there are a bunch of statue-like things up against the wall. Basically, 3 or so statues leaning against the wall outside the archway. Just at the bottom of the stairs. You didn't see them there before.
Now, did I not see them before because I was dumb? Or did I not see them before because they weren't there before?
That is a great question. You may not ever know the answer.
No, I might not. Okay. And they're on the platform that the next door is in.
Yes,
As
3
well, right?
steps down, yeah.
And
each
there's 3
step
of
is-
these things.
Each step is 10 feet wide, so that's 30 feet out from you, and also 10 feet deep, so 30 feet below you, so a 45-degree angle from where you are.
Oh, sorry, how far? How many steps down are they?
3 steps,
30 feet down and
Yep.
90 feet across.
yes, 30 feet down, 30 feet out.
Tricky, you just want to start shooting them? Attacking them from here?
What are they? Can I identify what sort of statue
You can
they
make
are?
a nature check, please.
A nature?
Tricky Bob, yep.
I'll do the same.
Yep.
9.
Ooh, 5. Can we help each other?
Are they monstrosities?
Is that the name of this episode?
Yeah. Gimbals
Monstrosities?
monstrosities.
Question mark?
Are they monstrosity?
Gimbals monstrosities.
Um,
Alright, so, no, you don't know what they are.
Can me and Gimbal theorize together and do a group check?
I think we just did.
Is that what it was?
I don't think you guys have a clue. I mean, they look like statues. They're just standing.
Are they
there.
religious statues?
We've bought statues before.
They appear to be statues of warriors.
Okay.
Maybe we should just attack everything from now on, Tricky.
What
Well,
I'll tell you
that's-
what you can notice. You can. What did you get for your perception checks?
22.
22.
Perception.
Yeah, when you came out, did you make a
Oh.
perception?
She didn't
check?
do one.
She
I don't
didn't
think I
do
did one,
Well,
yeah.
You better do one now then. You better do one now.
A 14.
14. Okay, so you both will have noticed that there is quite a lot of flakes of stone and dust around their feet, in a kind of recent pile.
Either way, Tricky, we're gonna have to go down there. Where's
Can you
Usana?
just Uncanny again to do a history check with her?
Usana, hearing her name, comes wandering out of the ossuary. She's
Usana, would you be willing to step forward in the vanguard as we destroy these statues?
No.
We
We
need
shouldn't.
defense while we fling
Why are you
arrows and magic
attacking
at them.
statues, Gimbal?
These statues are aggressive statues.
They don't look very aggressive. They look like
I know, that's how they get you.
statues.
Mm,
Well, so you're asking me if I will go down there and
Not all the way down. One flight of stairs down, and as they advance, hold them back while we
well, it's one
demolish them.
giant leap down.
One giant leap down.
3, in fact, 3 steps.
No, but only go down one, and then they can come up to us. Because I'm curious to see if these giants can climb. If these statues can climb.
Very well.
They might just be there for the taking, and we can just smash them to pieces from up here.
All right. So she leaps down to the first step.
Good.
You
Do we-
statues, do something, she says. They don't do anything.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow at one.
All right. As you shoot, she jumps down to the second level.
No, I said stay up.
Too late. She's on the second level.
Damn it.
In the middle
All right.
now.
I shoot for
All right.
26.
26 hits one of these things. Yep.
and that'd be 6 piercing damage.
6 piercing damage.
Magical piercing damage.
Magical piercing damage. Okay, so 6 of those. All right, taken. Is that your turn? You got any more attacks?
Well, no, I'll shoot again.
Shoot again.
Yes.
Go for your life.
Yeah. 20 to hit.
20 to hit. Yep.
And 9 damage.
9. Okay, and
Betty will fly above Usana.
the one that you struck immediately comes to life. And begins to move. You notice that it has. It drops the weapons that it had in life, if you like, and steps forward out of the statue, crumbling away as it does, revealing that it has claws. It moves towards the wall, out of your sight, Gimbal, underneath the steps.
Ah, you clever robot.
There's 2 more of them, however. Did you have another attack?
I mean, if that was a surprise attack, then yeah, I can have another attack.
That was a surprise attack, but yeah, and actually you are at the top of initiative, so yeah, you can have another attack.
Sweet. Alright, I attack another one.
All right.
For a crit.
For a crit.
Hey.
Nice. All right.
And it's a 1. 13 damage total.
13 damage. Okay, nice.
And then another crit!
Wow.
Fuck.
Jesus. God damn.
Same one or or a new one?
A new attack.
And,
So
sorry.
2 crits in a row. That's good.
Sorry,
Oh,
but
same robot. Same robot.
robot.
Statue.
Okay, cool.
And that's 20 damage.
All right.
That was a good one. That was
that
2
one,
8s.
that one, you strike in such a way that the whole thing shatters and falls apart.
Wow.
Yes.
Gimble's
Good.
taking names.
All right. Sana looks
where's-
back at you. Well done.
Thank you.
One of them is
Each
still
of-
by the wall. One of them, however, is below and cannot be seen by you at the moment. Gimbal, you can make a perception check.
Okay.
Josiah's not here. That guy's dead.
8 plus 3, 11.
11. Yeah, nah, too much going on. The one that was visible is now not visible, having also moved underneath the stairs. Tricky Bob, it's your turn.
Okay, so I will then toll the dead to the one that's. Wait.
They're all invisible.
Can't see any now.
what?
There's only 2 left, and they're hiding like.
Yeah, there's 2
Oh.
hiding at the bottom of 3.
So I can't see
massive-
anyone.
That's correct.
All right. Then I move forward.
You jump off to the second level.
Oh, we
Yeah,
can wait. After Tricky jumps, I was like, we could just wait.
You're standing next to Usana now, Tricky Bob.
Yeah, I'll stand next to Asana.
All right.
And can I see? I can't see anything still.
You can't see anything at this point.
What?
Can I move Batty forward?
Yes.
Cool. 60 feet. I'll flap him 60 feet.
All right.
So he can see them.
So he can see them. Yep. Okay. So he can fly forward and see them. Cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make him start attacking them.
All right. So he's going to make an attack.
Yes.
Hey,
Fly by.
awesome D's up here. Crikey. You just subscribed for 23 months, dude. Wow. Thank you.
Wow.
So good to see you again. Gimbal Moonbrook rolled a custom 2.
Missed.
That's the bird's attack roll, I take it. And it
6.
missed. Okay, so yeah, never mind. All right, Gimbal. It was not your turn now anyway.
So Tricky went down.
Tricky went down a level. She didn't do anything though. Is she holding an action or anything like that?
Yeah, hold an action. I'll
Take the
hold toll the
dodge.
dead when I see one
Okay.
in my periphery.
Speaks to the maturity of this group that nobody went, yeah, she did.
All right, Hank. You are busy. Gimbal, you are at the top of the stairs, firing arrows. You've got no targets right now. Can you make a perception check?
Sure. 19.
19. Tricky Bob, you can make a perception check too.
Perception. 17.
17. Okay. All right. Well, what did you get? Did you say Gimbal?
19.
19. Okay. Well, that meets my especially sneaky stealth roll. So while Tricky, you do not see the stone-cursed creature climbing over the edge of the stair. Gimbal, you do see the hand rise up and it begin to pull itself up. It's further up in by the wall, so which is why Tricky didn't see it. She's looking directly below her, and it's moved along and then climbed up. So you see it's beginning to come up there. You've got a held action, do you not?
Me?
No? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm not moving, and so pretty much as soon as I see one,
All right, so
on
you
my
can-
turn, I'll shoot away.
All right, so it's your. Well, it actually is your turn, so you might as well roll to hit.
Alright, say Tricky, over there, and I'll start shooting.
All right.
11 to hit.
Okay, Tricky, you can have your held action too now. 11 does not hit.
13
Can
to
I do
13 does not hit.
Can I do a wisdom save?
Can you, or you want it to make a wisdom save?
It needs to do a wisdom. Yeah.
It's making a wisdom save. It is an 8.
Oh, okay. Has it taken damage yet?
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, I lie. This one has.
Yay.
Yeah.
So it can take 19 damage from a totally dead then.
All right. Well, you destroy that one as it begins to climb up over the wall. It starts falling apart like Terminator 2, like the T-1000. And it crumbles away, and then just pieces of it collapse down, and then they break up when they hit the surface as well. So well done, Tricky Bob.
Batty.
So that was your held action.
Yep.
Okay, he's dead. Josiah, you're busy.
I'm like standing next to Hank as he's doing his thing. I'm going, you feel
what you need to
secure
do-
in your place in this party? Like, do you think that they'll get by without us?
And I kind of I look over it. I'm still doing my thing like this.
Right.
That's all right. Yeah, you know.
Oh, no, just I was just pondering.
Why,
I don't know.
do you think they talk about us, like
Well,
behind our backs?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Like, nah.
I don't know. Now you're making me feel. Should I feel?
No, I don't know. Yeah,
I also I'll be like, oh, by the way, you want to start chiseling some of this wood out, right?
Right, and then I'll set
Start
to it.
Getting to it with your crowbar, breaking.
And once
into the-
again, under my breath,
Crowbars, crowbars
I
and hammers. Yeah.
just say, Anima, I hope you understand.
All right. Very good. A stone cursed climbs up over the ledge to where Tricky Bob and Usana are. Usana takes an attack at it. She has advantage because she's above it right now. It's basically prone as it climbs over, but she still doesn't hit it. With 2 attacks. Tricky Bob, it's your turn. Stone cursed, climbing over. Usana's attacking it. What are you doing? It's your turn.
I'll use my bonus action to summon a spiritual weapon
Your
behind
spiritual hammer spins up.
Yes. And then I can use it on the same turn, right?
Yes, you can. Yep. So
I
you can
ask this
attack.
every single time.
Make an attack
11
roll.
to
11
hit.
does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's an action and a bonus action, right?
Yep. And you have any movement you want to take? You're going to stand where you are. It's a pretty good spot, actually.
Yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Very good then. Hank, you're busy spinning out magic. Gimbal, what would you like to do? You've seen a stone cursed rise up onto the 2nd floor.
Fire away.
Fire. Roll to hit, please.
21 to hit.
That's definitely going to hit.
And second one is 13.
13. 13 does not hit, but the 21 does.
20 damage.
20 damage.
Oh, sorry, 10. What am I talking about? 10 damage.
Fuck me.
And,
I was gonna say, wow. All right, so 10 damage. You smash one of his arms off.
and Batty flies in, but only for a 12.
Right, failing to hit. It doesn't seem to be able to get past its very extraordinarily tough stone outer shell. That's the end. That's the end of your turn, then, Gimbal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. Josiah's busy talking to Hank, and then it's Tricky Bob's. Oh wait, no, it's Stone Curse turn. Stone Curse maketh attack. Okay, so this attack is coming to who's it? It's Usana. And Tricky Bob. Okay, so at Usana. That's not going to hit. Okay, and now it's Tricky Bob's turn. So it goes in with its petrifying claws to attack Usana, but she parries it with her moonblade, keeping it at bay.
Forgot they could do that.
I will
That's just part of
roll
her
the dead
armor
it.
class. Toll
So if
dead.
it does a wisdom?
Wisdom save. Okay.
Huh?
Yep, coming up. Wisdom save, and that is a natural 1.
Ooh.
Yay! I don't think it does.
Hey.
I don't think it makes any
Nah.
difference to me. And then
Technically
it's already took damage,
Yep.
so it does 11. 11 damage.
Okay, you destroy it.
Oh wow. Is there any other stone guys?
You don't see any other stone cursed from where you are.
Ah, is that it? Wow. Okay.
But the stairs descend into darkness, at least 60 odd feet beyond, unless you have further dark vision.
Nope.
Anybody got 120 feet dark vision here?
60.
Yeah.
Oh, can I move my hammer 20 feet away down into the darkness?
Sure can. Ooh, it goes down the stairs 20 feet further to the next floor. Okay, very good. So what do you do after that?
Go back in and check on the lads.
Check on the
Think.
lads. Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
Does it look like there's nothing else in the pit?
well, looking down into the pit. Okay, would you like to make a perception check, please?
Yes. 18.
18. You see something at the bottom of the pit move. It must be big, whatever it is, and it glinted like kind of a
Okay.
like a shimmering glint of movement.
Okay. Hey, Gimbal, there's something deeper in there. So move.
Well. No, we should stop. We should go back and wait with the others.
Okay.
I don't want to miss out on magic stuff. I mean,
Magic stuff.
Yeah.
Magic stuff.
magic stuff. Magic stuff's important. Let's go back and wait.
All right.
Then we can take a break.
Alright. So
It's meat.
alright, so you head back up and you go back into the chamber where Josiah and Hank are busy drilling through the side of the sarcophagus. And as you enter the room, Josiah, can you make an athletics check for me, please?
Certainly can. Well,
Hank's helping?
I think he's still turning it to wood.
Okay.
Not sure if I
Right.
Going to be
can.
an hour.
Yeah.
It's 13.
13. Okay. So you rip out a bit more wood with your crowbar and you go back in there again with it, I take it?
Yep. Yeah,
Alright.
I'm going relentlessly.
All right. Anybody who wants to do dialogue, you can go along. I'm just going to keep making checks with
Yep.
Josiah while that
Yeah, sure.
happens.
Do you want me to take a crack at it, Josiah?
If you're
Big
not feeling
turns.
like it's too sacrilegious, then I'll
Oh,
toss
that's a
him
good
the-
point, actually.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know how Unglamore feels about that.
Well, then I'm just gonna keep at it because I didn't pledge fealty to anyone.
That's true, you didn't.
Athletics
taking it.
check from Josiah.
Yeah, and that's a 15.
15.
Ungi!
There, you feel like you might have cracked into a cavity. You've just made a crack. You haven't managed to rip it open yet, but you
Okay.
feel
Do I
like
see
So
any light coming through?
actually, well, no, your spell would have run out by now, wouldn't it? Your
Yeah,
Detect magic,
detect
yeah.
magic?
Yeah, only 10 minutes.
10 minutes, eh?
Yeah, and it's taken an hour to get this far.
So, are we going to make a hole big enough to stick a head in, or are one of us crawling in there?
just gonna keep
or-
going.
No, is 5 feet cube. Take me 50 minutes.
5 feet. I do the thing with my
Alright.
arms, like 1 foot. Okay, alright.
All right, 17 on another athletics
Yeah.
check.
You smash it open, and suddenly hundreds of gold pieces come flooding out.
Hey!
They start piling up around your feet.
None for you.
And I might wrap up our story there today. I
Yeah,
think.
alright.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think that's a good place to leave it.
Yeah, that's a great place to leave it.
Okay, well done.
Feels very
everyone.
cursed. But yeah.
Apologies for breaking the mic there for a second as well.
That's
Tricky
fine.
Bob,
That like we're not allowed to touch it. That's fine. He can carry it all and buy us things with it.
We'll wrap up with one last skill check. Tricky Bob, can you make a religion check at this point?
Ooh. 18.
Yeah, I think you have this sense of dread and being cursed at that moment.
Am I cursed?
You don't know. You don't know. I mean, you know, look,
man.
Howard Carter opened the tomb of Tutankhamun, but it was his companion that died 2 weeks later or something, you know. Who knows? Who knows? So, in any case, that's where we're going to wrap up for today. What we will do is
I didn't
raid
do anything.
someone.
I just turned some stone into wood.
You turned some stone.
He was just rubbing it on.
Yeah.
Who are we going to raid? Who are we going to raid?
Alright, let's do a raid.
We're going to do a
Yeah.
raid. Here we go. Ooh, Dice Legends streaming D&D right now. Let's go and hit them up. All right, guys. Thank you for being with us, hanging out with us. Thank you for the sub, Orson, and everyone else for watching. And we'll be back on tonight again in a few hours, playing Vampire the Masquerade with a different group of people. So feel free to
enjoy that.
Check that out too if you have time. So see you later.
See you guys later.
And
Bye-bye.
the stream raid starts in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm here by myself. 1, and adios, amigos. Goodbye. My Twitch. And stream. Ending stream now.